The Fully Geek.
Yes. What's happening, people?
It's good.
What's going on?
Ready to roll.
What's going on? Episode 69.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, obviously it's the PG podcast, so I won't say what the numbers look like, but you know what I mean? I know you thought about it.
No one thought about it. You got a dirty mind, bro.
I thought about it and I was going to come up with a catchy name, but I thought, you know what?
What, the title, it's already there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it neutral, though. I'm not going to use a 6 and a 9, you get me? No snitching around here. But yes, people, what's going on, man? How's your week been?
Good, man. So far, so good.
Very busy.
Man. Busy, but less busy than usual. I've been all right. I've been finishing at decent times, so...
Okay,
yeah,
well, do you want to take some of my work? You know what I mean? I've been finishing late every day. Like, if you want, you know,
come on, you're just a teacher. Stop hyping.
Half term.
Oh, exactly.
The man just say, I'm just a teacher.
Man's
Wow.
Cool. Say nothing.
Making light of your work.
Keep your kids at home all the time and talk about, he's just a teacher.
No, thank you.
I know bare parents are talking about, I can't wait till September till you go back to school.
Yeah.
Mate, listen, mate, to be fair, I do appreciate, you know, teachers that do a lot of hard work. How they deal with kids every single day, I just don't understand. Like, even, you know, when I wake up in the morning just to get the kids ready.
This generation as well, bro. Allow it.
Bro, I feel like every Thursday you man should be outside clapping for us, man, at 8 o'clock. You know the ones that we do for NHS.
Probably true.
Like, teachers, big your status up, bro.
Bro, that generation never. I can't deal with them, bro. I can't.
And that's, imagine, we're struggling to deal with our own, yeah? Imagine a class of 30, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And your own listen to you. Your own listen to you at some point, you know what I mean?
But the thing is, you're lucky that you've got that kind of relaxed kind of teacher. I'm the cool teacher. You can speak to me about anything. Because, you know, I think because the majority of kids they are black, right? Black and Asian.
Oh, I have everything. Black, Asian, Eastern European.
Okay, but especially, you know, some teachers are totally from, for example, Cambridge or just don't know how to kind of interact with the children. At least you've got the kind of the know-how how to approach them in particular ways.
Bro, if Nick was a teacher in Cambridge, bro, he'll be laughing. Oh, that'd be a breeze, isn't it? That'd be a breeze.
It'd be amazing, bro. Walk in, guys. The lessons are on the board. I'll see you in an hour.
Yes, sir, Nathan. Yes, sir, Nathan.
Bro, I struggle. You know the ones, kids. I forgot something in my office. Please don't try and kill no one. Please, you know ones like I have to keep the door open and run down the corridor and come back.
That puts his phone on record.
Live stream to their parents, boy. But yeah, guys, it's another week. COVID-19, what can I say? Fully Geek Pod does weekly roundup. The newest one is we've now got a vaccination.
Get in.
Well,
aren't we happy that this can all end? Having a simple injection could make us better. Well, not make us better. Obviously, we won't catch the virus. So if we do catch it, we won't be as affected as...
You will get the virus. That's what it's all about.
No, I'm saying you will
get the virus into you.
Oh, so you're saying that what they're going to inject will give... Obviously, it will do, isn't it? A vaccine is what it does.
All right, Nate, you
injects a stream.
So vaccination is a dead or inactive pathogen. So they'll put part of the virus inside you and hope that your antibodies build up resistance to an infection in case you ever get it again.
Did I heard you say hopefully?
Hope. That's what I'm saying. He said, man said hope.
For that reason, I'm out.
No, it's a hopeful thing because they're not sure how your body may react to it. And with this current vaccination, what they're trying to say is that they have to give you 2 dosages because the first dosage, they don't think that your antibodies will build up quick enough. So they give you a second dosage to make sure that the antibodies start building up.
That's mad, you know.
Allow it.
Yeah.
But to be honest, you're not in. We wouldn't be part of the first group that get the vaccination anyway.
Because it's the front.
So some of them will be frontline workers.
Yeah.
The others will be. They'll start with the elderly and work their way down. Like
Elderly,
those that are at risk.
sickly as well.
Yeah. And then us under 50 with no underlying health issues, you're the back of the queue, bro. Well, apart from children.
So Mike will be in the 60s and all that stuff, yeah?
Yeah, well, obviously Mike will get the vaccination before we do.
Oh, God.
And then,
Love you, Mike.
And then Rich gets it second.
So
No.
true, that, Rich.
But no, just a quick thing on COVID, right? You know, we've been talking about COVID. You know, it's knowing people directly who's had it. My friend had COVID. His mum had COVID, and his stepdad had COVID. His stepdad's in intensive care. And like, I spoke to him today, and he told me, Rich, you've got to take it seriously. And this is the first line of direct individual that I know has actually had COVID. And he said that it was in his worst way ever. Merv, you know the person anyway, I'll tell you after. But he said he could not believe the pain he was going through. And it's like, that kind of like scared me, especially coming from him. He's like the normal guy, oh, whatever, this is never gonna happen to me. Then boom, his mum got it and his stepdad got it. And his stepdad's he doesn't know what's gonna happen. And his stepdad is the one that brought it into the family.
Wow.
So, you know, so it is quite scary, and people who try to dismiss it, it's a direct from me to someone else. So it's just that's a scary part in it.
Mm.
I don't believe anyone thinks that COVID's not real. I think people were questioning the validity of the intensity or the seriousness of what it is. I don't believe anyone, I think everyone believes that COVID is around, innit? But it's just how bad is COVID?
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's easy to not forget that it's there, but I suppose with all the to and from throws from like lockdown situation as well, like life kind of seems a little bit normal and stuff. It's just easy to sort of go out, go and do your thing, you know, go to your places of work and whatever. And you just sometimes forget that this is something that's just contagious as well. Do you know what I mean? In some way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
nah, I do know, like I said, I know people that have got COVID and it affects different people different ways. I know people that have had it and they haven't done anything. Like, do you know what I mean? They went home for a couple of days, they were just chilling, playing computer, and there's other ones that look like they're on death's door. So
you know someone close as well, Nate. And
yeah. I know quite a few people close, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know if they want their business out in the streets, so I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
but yeah. No, there's people out there. So do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like I said, I respect it enough to follow the rules, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm wearing masks.
Yeah.
All right, the thing is, okay, yeah, I do see people if I need to see people or whatever and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not trying to flaunt it, you know, them ones that I'm not out here trying to have 10-man parties and raves and all them kind of things. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, because all, like I said, and I know they always talk about, think about your others, think about the best of people. And I do. So, do you know what I mean? Because of that, I don't go all out in it. But I also think that Uncle Boris and them and they didn't handle this thing properly.
At all. And they're still not handling it properly.
No.
They're still not doing it properly, man.
Well, sorry, I probably spoke about this before. You're saying handling it properly, right? Is that, you got to remember, this is a fresh thing for everyone, right? So it's a case of they don't even know how to handle it themselves.
No, but there's certain basic things you do. You close your borders. You know what I mean? You do lockdown. You stick to it. There's certain things that he wasn't doing, and you can't do. What's that half price? Everyone can eat and all that kind of stuff. And then it was too inconsistent. It was too relaxed and then strict and then relaxed and then it was just confusing for everyone.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that was half-hearted. That's what Maurice said. That was half-hearted. Yeah. So, like, even from the beginning speech, go to work. No, don't go to work. Catch the bus. Yeah. No, don't catch the bus. Like, do you know what I mean? All of that, like, it seems of like, raw, what are you dealing with? It's almost like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United. That's the kind of inconsistency I was getting, bro. Like, are you the coach? Are you the manager? Are you the prime minister? Like, that's what it was for me. Like, I get you wanted everyone to work. I get you needed the economy to keep on moving. I understand all of that. But I just felt at some point you could have said, you know what? You, man, we just need to do this thing properly. Like, even in the Caribbean, they were on it. They were like, look, if your surname don't begin with A to K, stay in your yard today.
Yeah.
If your name begins with L to Z, you can go shopping today. You know the ones there. If you don't, police them come lock you up, whatever it is.
Bro, we sort of want people people are ignoring them. They'll sit on the roadside chilling, and they see the police driving by with long sticks, whipping them like, "Get in your yard!" Like, what are you doing? Obviously, they won't do that here. But I'm just saying that was how other countries took it, like proper serious. Where
No, yeah.
yeah, whereas here was like a relaxed thing. It was just more relaxed.
That's all it was for me. It's a little bit kind of lackadaisical. But it is what it is, and we move. We get me. We learn. But another COVID related issue, well, it came out today, was that GCSEs and A levels are due to be cancelled next year in Wales. I know none of you are actually in education, and you've all done your GCSEs.
No, I saw that bulletin.
Yeah, so it popped up, and I was like,
What are your thoughts on it? Because it's delaying a generation.
No, it's not really though. It's the problem is I almost feel like GCSEs and A levels potentially are they slightly outdated. Like, should we be doing other ways of assessment? So I thought originally that means there's no exams, and everything will just be on teacher assessment. But what they're actually saying is that there will be like a generic kind of government assessment, but it just won't be marked and graded in the same way a normal GCSE paper will be, and it will take into consideration all the other things because they've missed 6 months of education. But it's just interesting because England were adamant that they're going to do GCSEs. And for Wales to say they're not doing it, and it's in November, and they've still got another 7 months before the actual exams. Like, raw, you're really out here. So if I know it's on Wales and I'm in year 11, I ain't doing a jam thing no more, bro.
So what's Wales? Why are they not doing it?
They've just said basically that it's been too long. The kids have missed too much education. Some kids are not even in education now. Obviously, they did their circuit break the other day, and now schools and stuff are going back. Just like, the kids have missed too much.
Is that something just for now, or something moving forward, like for the foreseeable future?
Well, they've said for next year. So that's why for me it'd be interesting. Is this something that we're potentially going to do for the foreseeable future? Like, is there a new way of doing assessments, or are you saying actually it's just for these 2 years of COVID and then back on it?
It'd be interesting. I don't know. I just hope no one's massively affected in the future careers.
Well, it is what it is, I think.
Because everyone's going to look at the papers like, oh, this is when you were born. You're the 2021 COVID crew, aren't you? Oh, yeah. That's how everyone's going to be identified. Or, like how the millennium came. Oh, you're 2000 baby. But, yeah, we'll just see what happens. I just think it's so strange that we're still one country, but other parts, like Wales, they say, no, we're doing our own thing. Scotland, no, we're going to do our own thing. Everyone should just be unite, right? And just follow the same process.
Oh, yeah. It's the United Kingdom as such, but, you've got England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, so everyone kind of does their own thing.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't think an episode can go past without us talking about the big news. So we were supposed to talk about it last week, and then Rich mentioned it after we finished the podcast, and I was like, oh yeah, we can't go back now. Which was last week when we did this. The day after was the US election, basically. I'm not going to big up the United States of America. And it has come to pass that Trump has lost basically, but Biden has won. So Biden and Kamala Harris are going to be they're the president and vice president elect. But Trump, he's not having a bar of it. He's not having a bar of it.
I thought he accepted it now.
Nah.
No, listen, today he tweeted, "We will win."
Bro, he is not having a bar of it, yeah? And the only reason was, I remember the day after, like, I think I woke up in the morning after the day after election, and I just finished my exercise, and I turned on the television, like, to see what's happening. Then Trump came out, and Trump, like, accepted, like, thank you guys, I'm here for another 4 years, and I've won in this state, and da-da-da-da, and he was, like, bossy, and I was thinking, they even finished counting yet.
Listen, this
like,
guy...
He's an absolute madman.
Yeah, he is. If you ever see his tweets, he's tweeting. He said, this is fraud. We're going to recount each. Honestly, he's still going on like he knows he's won. And and the thing is, I've got a strange thing I wanted Trump to win, right? I've got a strange thing for him. It's like a no homo way, obviously. But it's a case of I had to say that because that look you guys were giving me is unacceptable, right? But honestly, with Trump, you know when you get someone who's so blatant, but you know who he is and how it's going to be, and that's why I was thinking, oh, you know what? I would rather want Trump to win, not just for controversy, but to a certain way.
I know what you mean in a way, like it's a better devil, in it, because with Trump,
Yeah.
you know what you're getting. He doesn't lie about but the thing about Trump, he's too ignorant. He's too the things he says, how he thinks, it's out in the open, isn't it? So everyone knows how he is and what he thinks, and it's not fit enough to rule the country, bro. It's not.
Do you know what Trump is? Do you know what is funny? He says certain, like the whole bleach. Yeah, drink bleach, and it's all these PAs are looking at each other like, we didn't tell him to say that. we didn't
But this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like that's what I mean. He's he's not fit to be president of any country.
No. He's fit to have the apprentice. He's banter.
Come
like
on.
Cameos
He's a billionaire.
Cameos in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and all of these kind of programs.
Yes,
WWE, like that's fully him. But I mean, I watched. So obviously he said that he's not doing this. He's not leaving the house. It's fraud or whatever. Then I watched a kind of message with him and a debate, between him and Hillary Clinton. And he said the same thing then. He was like, if we don't win, it's going to be down to fraud and recount and da-da-da. And I was like, what? Like, do you know what I mean? He's been saying this rhetoric for a long time, bro. If he doesn't get it his way, like, he's going to just kick up a fuss and throw his toys out the pram.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think you can do that no more. You're a big man.
Yeah, he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do, but
he probably might so desperately just to stay just for that one more term, because it's the first time in like 30 years, isn't it? That a president hasn't served both terms.
Yeah.
No, Obama did. Obama served both terms, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying, like,
everyone has.
Obama
has. Bush did.
Clinton did.
So he'll be the first not to.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you. Okay,
Yeah, he must be pissed, man.
Automatically feels like he's a loser.
But the thing is, come on, he's still going to be called President Trump. Like, he gets to have a nice house. He gets what do you call it? Like FBI watched him, bodyguard, all of that. Like, he's good, isn't it?
No, that's what every former president or prime minister, they're sorted for life.
Yeah.
They still get a wage. They still get, like you said, anything they want.
Gets FBI detail.
Obviously, they can't go back to a 9 to 5 because they can't go. Where can you go from being a president or prime minister? You know what I mean? So they'll sort you out. The government sorts you out, innit?
It's mad, to run a country.
Yeah.
But
take my hats off to them, though. I couldn't imagine doing that,
It's mad.
The different stresses. But I don't know if you guys are, because I was following the election. I was like on the news. I was just watching it. I was so glued to it, and I was just like, see, you can tell different states, some areas were just constantly buying guns. They're all buying guns, sold out of guns, and outside polling or voting stations. And I was thinking, what makes you guys go and think you need to go and do this?
Yeah, to threaten the Democrats, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a madness. It's just.
Go on, sorry, Rich.
No, it's a madness. I see it. Obviously, I see that, for example, I know when it's Ghana, right? and there's voting time, right? There's serious war. And looking at that, I was thinking, people are going that deep to go into that extent of purchasing guns, and they're standing there just waiting for people to make sure you're voting for the right person.
Same in Jamaica.
Yeah, it's just.
Do you think, and like how obviously this was the US election and the world was watching, innit? So like everyone in the world was like looking to see that, Do you think anyone cares when it's like, who's our Prime Minister? Boris Johnson versus, what was his name, the Labour guy?
Nigel, no.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Yeah.
Do you think the world cared? Do you think anyone cared outside of United Kingdom?
Hey, we're nobody.
That's how you know America's a powerful nation. Yeah.
Because the thing is, I'm not really into politics at all in it, but I was just watching it like all the time. It's so entertaining.
you know, 49% this city, that.
Well, that was my only thing. Is like, as much as Biden won it, he didn't win it by much.
Yeah,
No,
it was
no, it
really,
wasn't by
it was
much.
really,
It was
He
really
didn't win it by
close.
much, and that's for me is where I feel like America's mad, because like you'd think no one wants Trump there, but a lot of people, like you, Rich, they feel the Trump,
Mm.
or
Pause,
some people are
pause,
voting for the
pause.
parties. I don't know. Yeah, pause, because I said some people. I didn't say me. I didn't say me. Why for them thing there? You get me? All right, cool.
No.
So we've got Biden, we've got Kamala. Is the world ready for this combination?
Well, we've had
Yeah,
Obama.
we
We've
had
got
Obama. That's what
Obama.
I'm saying. Yeah, so it's nothing really. And to be honest, she's got no say. She's got nothing to. Apart from her, who else did we know in the past? When we asked this question before, and no one knew. Like, no one cares about the VPs. Nobody cares. But because
Well,
she's
we've
a person
got-
that's got ethnic minority background, there's
We
more
don't like
buzz
that word,
around
man.
her.
We
But
don't
she's
like that
also,
word,
but it's
minority.
also because she's the first
I don't say
female as
people person
well.
of color. I hate that.
But she's
Huh?
the first female as well, not as
She's
well
the
as
first. No,
yeah.
okay, yeah. So she's the
Yeah.
first female. But what I'm trying to say is, to be honest, the VPs have nothing. They you don't see them. They have no voice. They must be in the background. If anything goes wrong, they'll come out and say. But they might give her more of a platform because she's a woman.
Do you
And
not do you not think though? Because how old Biden? Bro? He's
77.
70 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
77,
set up for him to die. It's set up for him to die in it.
Well, what are you saying, bro? You can't.
No, I'm probably telling the truth. So basically, he looks like he's in his last legs. Let's just be real. Yeah. So it's a standard thing. Give him 2 years, she'll walk straight in.
These are the views of Richard Maximus alone. Do not share these views as a pod. Oh gosh.
But to be honest, have a look at him. Have a look at him well.
He looks healthy. He looks healthy. He looks fine, mate. There's nothing wrong. He's not like he's.
True, you know, he probably looks fresh, you know. Like,
Yeah, he's not no crutches. He doesn't need a Zimmer frame. What are you talking about, man? He's cool.
Rich, I understand your concern, Rich. I get your concerns, but I guess that was the question. So could that is that not a possibility that Kamala steps in?
Mate, anyone could pass away at any time. That's neither here nor there, isn't it? But that's why you have VPs, just in case that does happen. So, yeah, obviously, if that does happen, then she'll step in, and then she'll be the first lady president ever, which is big things.
I like the way you're trying to avoid the mention of her complexion.
No, no, I did mention it, but then yeah, no. But obviously, I'm sure Nate will come to it. Nate, we trying to segue into it.
Talk the thing, bro.
No, because obviously, because obviously she's half black, half Indian, right? Well, half Jamaican, half Indian. When we say half black, half South Asian, but like, you know, the media and and everyone else is like, oh, she's like the first black woman, blah blah blah, and a couple of people are saying like, okay, she's not black. Do you know what I mean? But I've seen an interview of her saying that she identifies as being black. But anyway,
if she identifies as black, she's black.
Thank you. But this is the argument, because people like Lippy recently that America has never had a black president. That's what Lippy said. Yeah. And it's science versus science. So science, like DNA, Barack Obama is half white, half black. Yeah. And but society-wise, he's seen as black, and he sees himself as being black. So he's black. So it's just a science versus society. Do you know what I mean?
But even in science, he's black, though.
Huh?
Even in science, he's black.
In science, what, half white, half? He's not. He's mixed race.
Yeah, but
mixed race, bro.
He's not white.
He's not white. No, he's not white. He's mixed race. But do you know what I mean? No, listen. For me, Barack Obama was black in it. But I'm just saying. I'm just being a devil's advocate in the sense of, because let's say, just for example, I become president of America. Yeah. Now, I can't say I'm the first black president, can I? Can I say that?
No, you wouldn't.
But technically, I am.
You are. Yeah.
Yeah. Technically,
you would say,
you know what I mean?
You're the first
fully blooded.
Nah, but even Formula One, if I was to go to Formula One right now and start winning titles, would I be the first black guy to break into Formula One and get all these medals and break the records? it'll be Lewis Hamilton, but technically, it should be me. I should be the first black person. Technically, do you know what I mean?
No, well,
This is
technically,
where the
we'll be,
argument. This is where
yeah,
the argument comes. Do you know what I mean?
So
that's
then,
the
how
thing.
would how would you? So are you saying someone who's mixed race has their own group?
No, what people like. For me, if you're mixed race, you identify as black and being black, and to be honest, society will see you as black anyway because you're not white.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with that they're black, but I'm just saying from another argument, I can see where that argument is coming from. Because in the sense of, do you know what I mean? It's like you're taking someone else's, in a sense, you could be taking someone else's record per se to say like, oh, I'm the first black president. No, Barack Obama is. Well, okay, but both my parents are black. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Well, but the only thing is, for me, the African Americans, for example, I don't call them African Americans, but African Americans, none of them would know what they're even if they're none of them 100%, if that makes sense. Well, some of them might be, but that's what I'm saying. So
but come on, like they're at least 80-90% black. Do you know what I mean? In that, so that's neither here nor there. But I'm talking about one parent being black and other parent being white. I'm not talking about generational ancestry, whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. But like one parent being white, one parent being black. Technically, they're mixed race, but obviously, to society, they're black.
But his dad was black.
Yeah, but and the thing is, it's what they identify. Because I know I've met a mixed race girl in the past who's like, I don't see myself as black. I'm not black. You know, to be honest, I was raised by a white mom. I was raised by all my white aunties, my white cousins. Both of them. That's what I know. My black side of my family, I don't know them. Blah blah. So I see myself more as white. I told her, but yeah, you see yourself as white, but people around you won't. Society will see you as black. Do you know what I mean? But she's in denial and blah blah. But see, that's what she has that right because her mom's white. Do you know what I mean? She's with her mom, and that's all she knows. That experience, so she has that right to say that. So if she has that right to say that, a mixed person can say, yeah, I'm black, but the difference is society will see them as being black, and they see themselves as being black. However, if it's the reverse where she's mixed race and she sees herself as white, okay, she sees herself as being white. However, society will see her as being white and black. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a.
So in terms of Kamala, though,
Kamala, yeah.
Yeah, what are we saying though? Like she's black and Asian, isn't it?
She's black and Asian, yeah. But people are saying don't give her the black. She's not black. Don't give her the black crown because her dad's black and her mom's Indian. She's not fully black. So why?
Because
but would we say that to anybody that's on one of the islands in the Caribbean, the Trinidadians or any of them things? Would we say they're not black?
No, but there's Indian Trinidadians that are Indian, and then there are black Trinidadians. Like in Guyana, because the Indian slaves came afterwards, isn't it? When the blacks got freedom, then the British went to India because they still needed their sugar cane and whatnot to get more Indians into Trinidad and Guyana and those islands there. Do you know what I mean? Hence why you have Indian Caribbeans and you got black Caribbeans. So they're still Indians, but it's just like how the Caribbeans or black are originally African, they're originally Indian, but the Indians there still keep their culture and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's neither here nor there.
Right.
I don't know, man. But it's just one of those things. Like it's a stupid argument. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's a stupid argument. You know, go on.
You say it's a stupid argument, but obviously I was gripped watching this whole election, and every channel that I switched on, they never called her black, they call her woman of color. So I'm thinking, to me, she's black, right? And and with Obama, they always called Obama black.
Yeah.
They never ever said color or mixed race. They kept him as black. But why have they said woman of color? That was
but isn't white a color? This is what I don't get. Why did they say a person of color? Because white is a color. So why are you trying to differentiate us from white people? Do you know what I mean? Or he's colored. Like what is the colored? Is colored a color? You can't call me colored I think of color. You know, it's just stupid. That terminology, I don't like it. I hate it, and I don't. Why is it being used? I just hate it, man. The
It's
person's
just
black.
how it's always known as, isn't it? Really.
No,
Like,
it's
Yeah, but
because
it's stupid
it's
though.
because
It's stupid.
no, it's because of their dominance, right? Because majority of people are white, and
Yeah,
so
but white. But what I'm trying to say, Rich, is white is a color. So why am I? Why am I some? Why am I someone? Why am I a person of color and they're not?
because
Yeah.
the number of white people is greater.
But
To be
white
fair,
isn't,
if-
No,
white
we're the
isn't a
majority
color
in the
though.
world.
White isn't a color.
Yeah. White
It-
isn't a color.
No,
Why is no color?
white is the absence of color.
So come on. Come,
Mr.
No, no, no,
Teacher,
no,
go
no,
on,
no.
I
It's
know,
go
what
on,
you, I know
go
what
on.
you mean.
no, white
Cal.
is the absence. I understand what you mean, but white is actually the absence of color. Like there is no color. That's why there is white. Like white is the absence of color.
I know,
Alright,
I know what
cool.
you mean, but I think at
Cool,
the
I
same
didn't know
time,
that.
I think at the same time as well, it's like if we like if we were just to kind of reset all the terminology in the world right now, we probably wouldn't even be referring to anyone as a color. Like we'd just be saying you're Indian or you're African or you're Caribbean, or like whatever you are. Like I think maybe like when people are describing someone as a certain color, it's a bit. Because it's a bit primitive, really, isn't it? Really, it's like you just see what you say, what you see. Do you know what I
But
mean?
yeah, that's
And
fine.
I think it's just one of these things where here we are now in 2020, and it's still. I'm pretty sure, like maybe in 100 years' time, probably even sooner, that we won't be referring to each other as like black or this or white or whatever anymore at all.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree in the sense of like you call me black, I don't get offended by that. Me calling a person white, I don't get offended by that. I mean, they should. I don't know if they get offended, but they shouldn't. They're white, black, whatever. That's how society has labeled us. But it's the colored and person of color that I hate because black is the majority in the world. Like worldwide, black is a dominant. The whites are the minority in the world. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, why do you have to differentiate it? And when you say person of color, you just put us all in one bracket. Like it's them, and then there's us. Like we're the whites. You're the people of color. Do you know what I mean? It's like why?
Because yeah,
Like,
it's funny because a black person wouldn't say that.
nah.
Color.
Like,
Why would say that?
why would I call myself? I'm a person of color. Like I don't know. Just,
Ongoing conversation, isn't it? To be fair, like
yeah.
it's
It won't be
definitely.
resolved now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
But none of you cared when I didn't like the word BAME.
no, well,
I
agree
don't
with you.
like the
I
word.
agree. I hate that word,
I
babe.
take it to piss.
Yeah, I hate it.
I was just more angry with the BAME thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is that being again?
Black and Asian minority ethnics.
What's he
Thanks.
smiling?
I don't know.
Because he didn't. I knew he hates it. And they made him say it.
Yeah, no, but again, it's about the whole ethnic thing. Or the minority. I don't think anyone needs to be a minority or a majority, bro.
Yeah, but back to the argument. Like Kamala Harris, she said she sees herself as being black.
She's
So
black.
she's black. Do you know what I mean? Barack Obama, he associates himself with being black. He's black. Do you know what I mean? And that's it, man. That's
And
it.
it's
So they- so, like Tiger Woods says, "Nah, I'm not black. I'm Caucasian." Do you know what I mean?
Is that what he says?
Yeah, he says I'm Caucasian, Caucasian, black, and Asian. That's what he calls him, Caucasian. And he says I'm not black. I'm Caucasian. That's his prerogative. It's fine. No,
Let's kick him out. Let's kick him out of the
that's it.
group. Let's kick him out of the group. Get away.
What, kick him out of the WhatsApp group, yeah?
Yeah, kick him out.
What you say? You revoke his black card?
Straight, instant takeaway.
Yeah, no, it is.
No.
But
No, but to be fair, it is at the end of the day, we accept her because to me she's black anyway, and it's another step in the right direction.
Yeah, she's broken records, man. Like I don't know if you guys see the pictures of all the VPs and they're all this white, like grey,
Yeah.
and you see her bang. You know what I mean? It's good, man.
well, that was Biden. That was what Biden 5-6 years ago, isn't it?
Oh yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, like how we were watching Enslaved and stuff like that, and we see pictures of black people who weren't just slaves; they had a bit of royalty to certain parts. You see them in pictures and paintings and everything else, and had stature. And this 100 years time, we'll look at and people will look at. Oh yeah, wow, there was a black president, a black vice president. So it's all good. It's all good.
All right. Well, shout out Kamala, shout out Biden, shout out Trump. Trump, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Like, walk out with your head held high, say it with your chest, and leave, innit? Don't be on some "I'm not going nowhere" thing. Like, that's a bit. It's coming. It's sad. A week later, you're slating, conceded. Just it is what
But
it is.
The memes have been killing me, bro. I've been
Bro.
seeing so many memes.
The memes, they're going ham with
Trump.
it, bro.
Trump grabbing onto the White House door, like, no, like.
Eddie Murphy one, and it gets chucked out the window.
Check the window, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen on Beverly Hills one?
Yeah. Oh, you mean that's Beverly Hills Cop 2? No, it is one. When he goes to go and visit his brethren, who works in the hairdressers, not the head,
Yeah.
the thing, and then they throw out the window because he tries to go talk to the two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just drag him, just chuck him out. Trump's head's all over that.
It's a big film, actually. You know, I watched that a long time. I might watch that again. That's a good film.
No, wait, that could be on the list for
next week.
For one of
yeah.
us. For one of
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
But I think Merv's already chose what he's doing this week.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, we were doing hashtag Pray for Africa. I'm now gonna also do Pray for Africa still because we keep it real, but also pray for Jamaica.
I saw today.
There've been some mad landslides and some mad flooding over there.
Yeah.
Whole roads are going like just the ends just look like it's disappearing. So
I saw some big mansion house on the hill just coming down. I was like, damn.
yeah,
That stuff is scary, man.
Yeah. Nature, boy. You can't. That's one thing you can't fight. You can't fight nature.
yeah. So I know it's been a bit bad weather since I think Friday, but yeah. Sorry.
It's been happening since Friday. I thought it was from today.
The rain has been happening since Friday.
Friday.
I think the videos started appearing on social from yesterday.
It's deep, man. It's very, very deep. Sad.
Yeah, it's nature at its best and nature at its worst. But like I feel like after 2020, like like the people are sitting there.
I know. It's like, why?
They're like looking at it. These are biblical times right now.
Do you know? Speaking of Jamaica, I think it happened in Jamaica. Did anyone see that video of that weird looking thunderstorm thing? And
yes. Yeah. A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
What happened?
Like it was just some apocalyptic looking thunderstorm thing that was just there, just spinning around, and it's like had all this electricity around it and everything like that.
Did it?
Like,
I didn't see that.
Honestly,
and there's one guy was saying he's like, he was saying, what was he saying? He goes, he's gonna put it on YouTube, get 7 million views, and he's gonna get $7,000 for it and stuff like that, wasn't it? Like,
it was funny.
it was
No,
mad,
but if you had seen the video, it's like literally the world's gonna end in Jamaica. There, it's gonna all
it looks
start.
phenomenal, man. Like, I mean,
being there would have been scary, definitely.
Yeah, and I thought, if we're gonna die right now, just zap me with lightning straight, like, no survivors.
So, Nate, the family good? You have from the family back home?
Yeah, there's I wanted to highlight Natty still, but I don't know if that's where they are, to be honest. But yeah, everyone seems to be okay. But yeah, I'll send out the SOS later in the family WhatsApp group. Yeah, so
cool.
Was anything else going on recently that in the weekly roundup?
What's his name? Alex Trebek.
Talk to me.
So he was the long-term, over 30 years. No, probably more than 30 years. The American game show host of Jeopardy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So like it's. I think sometimes I watched Jeopardy when I was at when you're in your half term during school and that, and you watch it on Sky One and all that stuff. Like, so it's always been something that's been on, but it's mad how he just, because he died at 80 with cancer, and I think he filmed up to like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
because he made it public that he was diagnosed with cancer. So it's just like, you know what, I'm still gonna just work, still host the show. And I thought, like, normally, people will probably retire a lot earlier than that, but he was still hosting the show up until 80, man. So
good on him,
yeah, man. Yeah.
Jeopardy is the one where they go like, they'll give you the answer and you got to say, what is da-da-da.
Yeah,
like you answer the answer with a question in it.
Yeah, and the music's like
They had it in Fresh Prince that time.
Yeah. So he's cameoed in bare like films and programs, just being him as well, isn't it? So rest in peace.
Yeah, no, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah. To be fair, he died like 2 days ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of everyone like just posted on the socials. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I must have been away that day. Yeah. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, just on a quiet one, on the music thing, yeah. You know, ever since I've been listening to this Busta Rhymes album, yeah, and then I'm halfway through the interview on Drink Champs, yeah. Like I'm taking it in chunks, bro. I'm taking it in chunks, yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
4.5 hours, bro. You know what I mean?
I
I'm taking it in chunks. Bro, do you know how hard Busta Rhymes is? Like, I went back to Flip Mode Squad today, bro. I've been pumping Flip Mode Squad album, yeah. Like Raw Digger and them. I was like, no. Go on, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, want a box?
Yeah. A box? What is a box? I say, yo, want a box from your blood clot. Yes, a box, an interview. Yeah, bro. I remember listening to that when I was in secondary school.
Yeah,
how funny I thought it was then. But even now, it's still funny. Oh, you was in college when I was in secondary school? Oh, man.
That is a big difference, bro. That is a big difference. Come on, man.
Little digs, man.
No, I'm a youngster still. But yeah, no. Busta Rhymes album, that album's still good. There was a couple new UK releases this week. What's my man's name? The Godfather. Giggs had a new album.
Yeah. I'm not really a Giggs fan, to be honest.
All right, you
He
know what?
Just come out with a new album the other day. I swear bloody hell, man.
There's a few good tracks on there. There's a few big tracks, and there's a few not so big tracks. Let's just leave it at that.
Cool.
I haven't even heard it yet.
Yeah, I'm not. To be honest, if I stumble across it, I stumble across it, basically.
Yeah, now stumble across it. There's a couple of decent tracks on there. I doubt any of us listen to Dutch Avelli, but he came out with a new album.
Dutch Avelli is all right. He's all right. I like him.
Yeah, pause. No, Dutch Avelli's all right.
Such an idiot.
No, sorry, I'm gonna stop doing that. No, Dutch Avelli's album's okay. And the other day, or a couple weeks ago, Frisco's album came out, which is nice.
Yeah, Frisco's album was big, massive. I love that album. Big. But you man, there's a few albums, American hip hop though, like Benny Butcher albums are massive, and Reason as well. Just look out for those albums, man. They're big albums, bro. And Benny Butcher's the top of that list right now for me, anyway.
Okay. And Kel,
Benny Butcher.
Do you have something to say about the Eminem track on Busta Rhymes album?
So basically, as I told you, man, last Wednesday, obviously I went gym late, get me pumping that Busta Rhymes album, and then I was there for obviously getting to the end of my gym. I hear Eminem start spit some bars. I said, I knew it. I knew this guy was on it because on the Nori podcast, he says Eminem's on the album. So when I said it to you, man, like, nah, he's not. So, maybe I misheard. So obviously when I heard it, like I was like, oh, he's on the album. But then when I looked further deep, he's got an album. He's got a release called ELE2 Reloaded, and that track is on that album. Hence why it came on. Yeah. Okay. It's right. That's the last track.
Yeah. So the Reloaded album is basically an extra 4 or 5 tracks.
Yeah.
The Eminem tune is hard still, but I just knew it went on the album because like I've properly been pumping the album. Like if I haven't got a podcast to listen to, my default is that Busta Rhymes album.
No, Busta Rhymes is massive. It's big album. Everyone go listen to it, man. Really big album, man. Very mature, very like, yeah, bro.
And if you do get a chance, if you have got 4 hours spare, like do go and listen to the Busta Rhymes with the Drink Champs. Like you take it in chunks. It's actually, you know what it is? Busta Rhymes you know, like how you got like people like Lil Wayne, and I say Lil Wayne because I don't know him very much, but he supports Trump and stuff. Like, you know, like them man there that ain't really got much to say, where actually I could sit down in the room and listen to Busta Rhymes just talk. Like he's an educated person. Like even like there's parts in the interview where they're talking about like back in the day. So for example, if you was man on the block and another brother's mother came off the bus, like the first thing you got to do, everyone's got to pattern up. Someone's got to go help her take the shopping. If a couple of you are smoking, you better put that out. You better say good morning. All them kind of things, like that whole kind of like respect thing. And then like, even if you didn't do it, notice that all the man then, when they come back from taking the mum back to their yard, they're going to pattern you up. And it's like, you know, like that kind of code, they don't have no more on the road.
Bro, I remember doing that as a youngin'. Like I remember helping them. Like I'm seeing women struggle. I'm like, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah. But obviously now women be too shook. Like, nah, like I'm all right. I'll struggle. Thank you very much. But like back in those
You might
days,
just be like, move, man, innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
But back in those days, it was a norm. It was like, yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, cool. And that was,
Yeah.
I remember doing that. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sure there's some of it now to a certain extent.
I
Not in
don't
the
know,
ends,
man.
bro. In the ends,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I've been on the tube. I've seen pregnant women standing up, bro, and just able-bodied youths just sitting there, legs
Yeah.
wide, like not. You
Yeah.
know the ones that making no eye contact. Like just get up, man.
It's
Like,
probably true, you know.
Yeah.
Man, all sit
I think
down,
we've all
man.
been there, boy. We've all been there. Like,
But the thing is, I've probably done that as well.
What, you've been that guy
I think
that makes no eye
Nah,
contact.
I'll pop up. You know, the thing is, man, it's like papers.
you know, eventually, you know you're gonna get up in it, but it's just like just a couple of more minutes, man. Just a couple more.
it's not that way. It's all you be standing for time.
25 seconds.
You know, you be standing for time. You finally get a seat. You
That's
finally
it.
get a seat. Like and you're like, oh fuck.
And it's always that corner seat that you do get. You know, you have to get up because
That's why when I'm on trail, I never sit on those seats.
Nah, I
you
don't
know.
sit on
It's
those
just-
seats. Yeah,
Oh,
I try not to. Man.
it's train seat suicide, man. Never. Yeah.
No, the thing is, I've been on tube a long time, but I don't even like. I just don't like sitting in the middle. So like when people start piling in from both sides,
Yeah.
and then you're just looking up, and if you've got no newspaper, you're just looking at people's crotches. Like that's your eye level. I hate it.
I know. It's mad, isn't it?
I
The
just
train
stand, bro.
is mad awkward. You know, if you think about it, it's a mad awkward place to be.
It's
so
such a
awkward.
phenomenal place to be.
Yeah.
Man.
no, trust me. When you stand in the train, you get a spot. You don't move. You don't move until the fight. As soon as you get to your stop, then you start trying to get through, and everyone says, "Excuse me." You say, "Excuse me," nice and calm, like, "Excuse me." No one's moving.
And you got to start barking after man, innit?
No,
Yeah.
I told him I'm a big guy. I don't want to push you.
Yeah.
And someone looks at me. I just pushed straight.
Right, so you hear all you hear is do. I have to barge out of the way now. I've
Yeah,
got to barge out of the
standard.
way. You get because I was asking.
Bro,
I'm hearing do.
When
I
I
have to
hear
barge out of the way
do,
now.
we're all coming off the tube, bro. I'm coming off
Trust
the
me,
tube because that's my
close,
stop.
Listen, I'm clotheslining everyone.
If you come off and it's not your stop, that's your business, bro.
Straight
I told you to move out my
clothesline.
way, bro.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few people miss their stops. A couple of women because they're so calm, like, "Excuse me, you're not going to get off the train."
Trust me.
The thing is, right, I had to bust up. I wanted to. Oh, the good old days of London transport. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't catch tube, so sometimes I don't know what side the tube opens, innit? So the tube opens on the left, so like you've made your way right to the front, and then you get to stop. You're like, oh shit! It opens the other side. You gotta walk past through everyone. You're like,
Bro, there's one stop on the district line or circle line. I go towards west where the end the back of it. The doors are open, so the first carriage basically the doors are open in it. So and so if you're getting for that stop, you have to walk to the other carriage. But I see bare people miss their stop. They're like, "Oh, the doors ain't opening." They start rushing through now, bro. It's packed. It's peak hours these times, bro. You've lost it, mate. You've lost it. See you later, mate.
Oh, God.
no, it's mad. You know what it is? It's mad because London transport, as big as it is here, and it's like, oh, it's legendary across the world. It's a fucking mess, bro. Like it's an absolute mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I haven't. God bless you lot and the transport crew, bro, because I can't do TFL anymore.
Merv, you out there, yeah? It's some tears.
Like Merv, you know what it is? Merv sitting there going, bro, I can't believe it. I've been on a tube in over 9 months, bro.
Yeah. Everyone just that knows train life, innit? It's just you can relate to that, man.
Trust me.
The one that gets on the tube early in the morning and feels like they just haven't washed or nothing. Their arms are just there in your face. You're like, no.
Listen, when it's summer, right?
Oh, it's peak.
When it's summer, wow, I instantly, as soon as I get on the train, I sweat instantly. It looks like a man's having a heart attack or some sort.
The bees that stop.
Yeah, bro. No, with me, my nose goes first, innit? Then I know
it gets even bigger.
No, but shut up, you pig.
I sweat too. No one's like you just have to like you got no hanky, no towel, no. You just start poking your head in it, like just like
start tapping your finger.
That's the shirt. That's like the shirt, bro. Like that one.
No, you
I've
can't do the
come-
shirt, bro.
I know that I've come to work and I'm wearing a white shirt and my arm is just brown.
And that's why I never wear white shirts. I've never worn white shirts to work. Never. It's straight navy blue. Straight navy blue and black. Nah. You can't be seeing my missions on my shirt. Nah, bro.
And do you know what? There's a
I
few,
need to stop this conversation. I swear.
and there's a few
Fuck
times
fashion, man.
sometimes I forget what season we're in, so I'm quickly getting ready to work, and I put on cocoa butter. Boom, boom, boom.
Nah.
So you know you rush out your house,
Nah,
and you start
nah,
walking.
nah.
You start walking fast, and you're thinking, "Geezer, I'm hot," you know. You think, "Oh my god, I put cocoa butter on." Usually, I don't. When it's proper summer, you try not to moisturize your face too much. So
I've used cocoa butter since I met Nate, I think. Nate says, bruv, loud cocoa butter, bruv. I'll never forget that day, you know. Nate was like, bruv, loud cocoa butter. I was like, why? Because Nivea. I was like, yeah? But I bought
My
Nivea,
skin.
yeah. I haven't gone back. Since I have never gone back, bruv.
Bro, it's mad
Nivea.
though, bro. It's mad what we used to just cake our skin, bro, and all of that stuff is too much, bro. Like,
You know what?
it's just thick, just
And the
thick.
remember the old one is thick and gel. Remember the
you
thick gel one?
put your
Bruv,
finger in
bruv,
it.
that's
It's
thick
hard.
torture. But that's
Bruv, it was
torture
hard.
for the skin, you know.
Bro, it was
The
mad
skin can't
hard, bro.
breathe.
You used to
The
have to
skin
like
can't
rub
breathe,
your
bruv.
hands, yeah, and then just rub the cocoa butter, yeah, till it starts to get like oil. Nah, bro, allow it. That was too much,
Allow
bro.
it. Bruv, what were you thinking?
Yeah, nah.
But do you know what? With cocoa butter, listen, I never used to use it, right? But I have it there as the backup. You know when you got Nivea and it's almost done, and you think then we can't bother to go to the shop, so you draw for the cocoa butter and you just paste it. It makes you nice and shiny.
That's why, bro.
I
We're out in the sun.
I don't like the smell no more. I can't take the smell of it no more, man. I feel I used it so much as a youngster. If I smell it, I'm like, I can't stand it. But yeah, anyway, moving on.
Fully geek pod, mate.
All right, well, do you get me? That was the Fully Geek Pod and their tube stories. We'll talk about a new one next week. All right, let's go on to the nuts and bolts, guys. All right. The Undoing, episode 3, came out Monday.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
Monday, 2 a.m., bro. What are your thoughts on the... sorry, 1 second before we start. Richard, have you caught up yet or have you just given up?
You know what?
Okay, cool. So...
I have no plan to watch it.
Such a shit.
I've decided. Apologies.
Thanks, Rich. All right, Mandem, what did you lot think? Merv, Kel?
It was... I don't know. It's a weird episode, you know. It's like, what happened in it?
It's more of the same. That's the problem.
It just felt... It was quite like... It's one of these things like we kind of all saw that coming in it in terms of what's her name? I always forget her name. Clarice? No,
Matilda.
no, not
No.
Matilda. No, Nicole Kidman's character.
Grace.
Yeah, that's it, Grace. Yeah,
Right.
close enough. Yeah, but yeah, like because you know she keeps having all these images about what's her name? Elena dying and stuff. Like something suspect here. Was she there at the scene and all that stuff? And then obviously. The police are like, yeah, they showed the footage in it, but I think the police are out of order anyway because they knew that she was there, and it's like they were just toying with her, like to say,
oh, the ending was amazing.
yeah, they're like we're
amazing.
just waiting for you to just slip up because we know you're involved somehow, but we just want to let you say it rather than
like I felt they should have took more glee in that though.
Yeah,
like I felt like I would have been. You know, like how I would have made a bit more of a song and dance about it. Because she was like, do you have CCTV? No. You know, like she went in there on some like bad girl thing, like I'm a bad girl.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay. And they were like, okay, let her know. Okay. And then they said it to her, like, all right, you know, we really shouldn't be talking to you about this, but we'll tell you. All right, there was one person on CCTV. She's like, good. Yeah. Is there evidence? And it's like, okay, all right, let her see it. You know the ones that she thought, yes, I've got one up.
Yeah.
But do you think she's got like a mental problem? Like do you think she's got some sort of memory lapse or something where she doesn't
or she blacks out or something? Probably. Or I wonder she can't really sleepwalk. That's a lot of effort to sleepwalk. Putting in a jacket.
It'd be interesting. I don't know if she was. I don't know. Obviously, we're never gonna know if she.
But do you think? You know, I was thinking it's a dad. Could it be the dad? Remember the dad walked to the yard and he looked up at the window, so he knew where they lived. So I was thinking, right, is the dad? Because how does he know where they live? And he remembers watching the guy through the window, holding the baby. I was like,
Oh
right, how does he
yeah,
know? I was like, maybe he knew that like the son-in-law's having an affair, and then he
yeah,
saw, you know, what I mean, he saw the son-in-law come out of the hairdresser shop, you know, what I mean, and just,
yeah. And he's
oh,
like, don't ruin my
but
family.
yeah, them ones. But who knows? Who knows, man?
So obviously we're still trying to distinguish if Hugh Grant killed.
Jonathan. We have to decipher who. I think it's good though, because I think it'd have been too easy if it was just we knew from the beginning it was Jonathan and that was that.
Yeah.
Like I think it's now they're kind of introducing it kind of like a bit more of a mystery. It could be anybody.
But my thing is, but you're right. What you said last week, Nate, it has to be binge watch. It's too slow, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just binge watch it, man. It's
Like it almost is like you just save up 3-4 episodes and then just bang it out.
Yeah, because quick thing, because I watched the first episode and I thought, because you know when the policeman brought her into the office and said, "Oh yeah, your husband is having an affair with someone, etc. I'm going to tell you who it is." It's like, why are you telling her for? She didn't ask. I thought, after that, boy, you know, I turned it off.
There's a lot of chatty patty stuff in it.
Yeah.
But I'm also, guys, come on. Are we not going to give a shout out to Jonathan, aka Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
The fight scene in prison.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Man, bit off the finger straight.
I didn't think he had it in him.
Yeah.
You know, like he's always been a bit prim and proper. I didn't think he had it in him.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's so deep. Yeah, because I was thinking I've never seen Hugh Grant in this sort of role, you know. And in fact, the only role that I saw him played quite a different character as well was The Gentleman.
The Gentleman. And in The Gentleman, he was a bad boy in The Gentleman.
So
but you didn't really see him. He was telling a story.
He was a narrator.
Yeah. But I think as he's getting older now, it's like, you know what? Yeah, I need to just be a bit diverse in my roles now.
I can't always be the English gentleman.
Yeah.
There must be a new one coming up.
But you know what though? Saying that about him biting that guy's finger, I'm like, could he actually have done it then? Because it's almost like he's too much of an obvious choice, and so you think, okay, it's not going to be him and all that. Yeah, he's an arse basically for doing that, but he's not a killer. But I'm thinking, why did they like concentrate so much on the blood afterwards? Like to say, like, I don't know. I'm starting to think like, are they just trying to sort of divert us from his like
Eventually,
and then actually it's really him as well, you know? So
I think it could, like I said, for me, Donald Sutherland, the dad, is probably is a suspect.
Yeah.
Because you can't get them kind of big boy actors to do nothing.
It's true,
you know what I mean?
It's true. You know, it's fair.
And
yeah, but it's more of the same, but yeah.
And the dad he also used to be in what's that thing called?
He's been loads of stuff.
Ray Donovan. No, not Daniel. Not Sutherland. I'm talking about what's Matilda's actual real name? Elena.
Yeah.
Elena's partner.
Oh yeah.
He's been in Ray Donovan.
Who's he, Ray Donovan?
Remember Ray Donovan? He's one of the brothers.
Oh yeah, no, he's not one of the brothers. He was just a boxer.
Yeah.
He was like I remember him now. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he was the boxer that they kind of took underneath their wing and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was another thing as well that we should have known. Yeah, I can't remember. I'll remember it in a minute. I can't remember what else he was. He was in something else. I remember that much.
Do you know who I like though? The detective in it. What's his name? Edgar Ramirez. Like,
yeah,
I watched him in the Wasp Network the other day. That's quite good actually.
Okay.
It's like that's trending on Netflix at the moment.
What was that called?
The Wasp Network.
Wasp Network.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll look out for that.
Okay. So yeah, that was that. Sorry. All right, cool. He was in. Oh, that was it. He was in an episode of Mandalorian as well. Series 1, episode 6, The Prisoner. I haven't caught up to that yet, so I can't see if it was him, but he was in that. And
I wouldn't have known that because I don't know him from anything. And obviously in Undoing, to me, he's just like he's just there. But that's interesting.
And he's also going to be in the new Lord of the Rings series that's coming out next year on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Really?
I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah. It's going to be Lord of the Rings. It's going to be a series that takes place before the Fellowship of the Ring.
Always prequels, man.
Yeah, all these prequels, man.
But
Even further back.
Well, no, because it's after the Hobbit, so it's like a
It's
prequel
after the
sequel
Hobbit, but
Yeah.
before, yeah.
Yeah,
So I think
okay.
it's more about that kind of stuff. So that was, I remember, it was supposed to be prior to the Fellowship of the Ring.
Game of Thrones contender then, yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. To be honest, like
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite films anyway. But yeah, we'll go. That's another
yeah,
story.
man, big film, massive.
All right. So that was I'm doing. We'll stick with it. There's only like a couple more episodes, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, guys. One of our where's Mike when you need him? One of Mike's favorite TV programs ever. I say that 'cause I don't think Mike even liked this program. His Dark Materials returned last week Sunday. On BBC One at 8:10, not 9 o'clock, Merv, 8:10.
Yeah, I was waiting, you know, getting popcorn ready, everything. I was like,
Yeah, that's 8:10 every week.
Right, look, I just say, Merv snacks are legendary, boy. That's all I can say, bro.
Same, man.
The peanut M&Ms, the popcorn,
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
sweets.
Yeah,
I was like,
cashew nuts
whoa.
on the side.
You see when lockdown is done, yeah, like when we start being able to do movie nights again, bro. I'm suggesting Merv's is the first house that we go
Straight.
to.
Merv, I'm inviting myself.
All
man,
welcome, man. All welcome,
Because
isn't it?
Merv does it properly. You know the ones there.
Proper, bro.
Man does it properly, bro. Sometimes I'll just be sitting there, you know the ones with a dry cracker, bro. Merv's got snacks
Jacobs,
laid
yeah.
out, bro. Yeah.
Exactly, no cheese.
Sometimes not even Jacobs, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's Tesco own brand, yeah, bro.
But you know when you chew it long enough, it turns sweet in it, so you just
Bro.
keep chewing it.
Bro,
I know it's
no
got
bar,
no,
you
I know it's got
nobody
no
like-
cream in there. It's got
nice,
no cream
bro.
either, bro.
This is
Just
nice.
crack,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
crack,
yeah.
bro. No cream.
You gotta hope that no one left the packet open for a little bit too long and it starts to get soft.
Yeah, it's long. It's long.
But yeah, his Dark Materials returned.
Yeah.
Are we happy with the return of his Dark Materials?
It's
It's
slow.
I
It's
like
all
this
right.
episode. Yeah, it weren't too much in your face, innit? I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it was like the sort of just getting to know each other. What's her name? Lyra and Will.
Yeah.
Like it just felt like a
Yeah,
Lyra and
just,
Will
yeah.
episode. And it was quite fun actually because obviously they live in some sort of parallel world, don't they? And it's like when she's saying when he made her the omelette, it's just like, what's this, isn't it? Like it's so weird because actually when we was watching it in the first series, you just didn't even pay attention to any of that stuff. They just
Nah, you don't. Yeah.
it looks like they just live in a normal like sort of I
Life.
don't know,
They got demons.
but-
That's the only difference. That's what I thought. It's just demons.
yeah.
That's the only difference.
And it's just like, oh, you got a demon, like it's just all normal to them.
Yeah.
I like
And it was so it was just them. It was just them two in the town until they saw the other two girls, right?
Yeah. Well, well, the kids are. I don't know where the kids are, but they probably have a little hideout or whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, they're not adults. What's it called that comes to kids? Everyone gets the adults. I forgot the name. What they called it.
Oh.
But there's something that comes and basically opens up the adults, take out their insides, and they become like zombies in it. Like yeah. They become like zombies and stuff.
They captured one of those witches as well, innit? One of the sisters.
Oh yeah. That was a big scene as well.
Yeah.
Shoot, that was big.
What
Yeah.
is that the flying scene when she's just
That was you know, I'm probably impressed with those effects. I'm impressed with those effects, you know.
Big
Like,
scene, man. Yeah.
impressed me.
So much. I was cold. Like when she went into the thing and she was just moving like
Murking.
Just
Murking, man.
like, boom, like that was big.
She moved gangster.
and the thing is, you know, that's what I want to see more of. When I saw that, I thought, you know what, this is what makes me want to watch it even more.
Yeah, you
Bang.
can tell they got a tidy budget for that, man.
No,
Yeah, big time.
And even when she hid and the guy came through, she went, whoop. I said, yes, yes, my girl, stab him up. I respected that scene. I respected that scene. Greatly.
Yeah.
The thing is, you know me, I have to watch these things and like I watch it the first time, I usually fell asleep. And then I have to watch it again, and I was like, yes. I did get to as far as I thought I got to in the episode. So I thought it was all right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. It's, where they'll take it is interesting because obviously the prophecy is for them two to link up in it. So I think the boy will become like some kind of warrior because you know when she's looking at the compass, he's a murderer, but he's a good murderer.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll become some sort of warrior, some sort of
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting to see. And then this new world that they're in, what is it? What is in it? And what do they have to discover? And what's that black smoky thing that we saw at the end? And
Will they go back to Oxford? And which Oxford
Yeah,
will they
which,
go
which
back
Yeah,
to?
well,
yeah.
because she wants to go to his Oxford, didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
So
Mm.
yeah,
yeah. No, his dark materials, like I said, it's one of those series that you just watch, and I think it's a good watch, and like it's interesting for me for those kind because I guess for those kind of TV programs are not necessarily my go-to programs, so it's nice to watch occasionally. I
So
do
you
want
know
to
that-
see my man, the polar bear. Like I want him to come back.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna
What's
say,
his
so
name
you know,
again? Is that some serious name? You know, I forgot the
Yeah.
name. Anyway.
but you know that the thing. So the thing's still going up in the sky, the dust, right?
Mm.
So can anyone go through it, or is it just certain people that can go through it?
I don't know, and that was I didn't I don't know if I missed that bit, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, because you know the things it's continuous that the dust. So I'm thinking because that's what she went through, right?
Yeah,
So I'm just thinking, what can anyone just pass through it, or
I'm not sure.
all right, yeah, but yeah, how many episodes is it? It's probably 8 or something like that, isn't it?
What was it before? 6 or 8?
Might
I
have been
think it was 8. I don't know.
could be 8 to be fair. Series 1 was 8 episodes. Series 2, it says 7 so far.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and it should finish just before Christmas, I think.
Oh, that's quite quick.
7th, 14th, 21st, or just after Christmas, the 28th of December, around that time.
Yeah, man, I'll keep watching. Therefore,
Yeah. All right. Cool. Rich, just going to get you involved. Rap Game Series 2, Episode 3. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like no one else will notice the way your eyes just looked up to the sky there, but I noticed it, bro. Don't do that. Also, last week, Rich, you was moaning on the pod, you know. Like I just put out there, you was
was
proper
every
moaning.
week.
Like you was proper moaning. Like no, I listened to it the other day. Like I was gonna say when I was in the gym, but I can't have the gym right now. So I was walking, like doing my walk and that, and I was just laughing to myself.
I was probably victimized once again. I was cut off a few times.
You was like, no, what? No, you take that back. I was like, raw, bro. He was emotional last week.
You know, you see that guy below me? This one here.
Do you know that there's no one below you?
There's no one below you.
There's no one below you, bro. You're at the bottom.
Okay, in my screen, who's below me? No, there's no one there. No.
Nah, there's no one, bro.
Who flexes you, Kel?
You got to point upwards, bro.
Nah,
point to the sky. Point to the sky.
Man's pointing at the taskbar, bro. He's pointing at the taskbar.
Kel's that way. That's where Kel is. That's where Kel
this bloke who's drinking his or Bailey's or whatever it is, or Supermilk, Guinness Punch, whatever it is.
Nah, it's chocolate milk. Listen, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Man's drinking chocolate milk.
What are you drinking chocolate milk for, bro?
Why
not?
The
man's got children.
It's oats. It's oats chocolate. It's not milk. It's oats.
Okay,
but it's
cool.
chocolate. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to look out for a brother. You know the ones that like.
Yeah, I don't drink milk, dairy milk. I don't drink dairy milk.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. What was I saying? No, but you're going too long about that film, bro. Man was just the spell. Man was just going into every little ad lib of the film. I'm like, bro, allow it. We'll watch it, brother. I was going to destroy the whole film for me. That's like this. Anyway, let's move on.
This is what you do when you talk about your creatures and animals.
No, but you told me to. You say, "Oh, Kel, break it down." So that I'll break it down for you. But when you do the film, just do a synopsis, like it's what it's about. Is it good? Cool.
Do you know what? Sometimes when I say it too quickly, you go like, "Okay, guys." You say, "Okay, Rich, it doesn't really seems that interesting for us to watch." Because Nate said that before, so I thought let me just go for the break it down a bit more. But anyway, cool.
Rap Game, Rich. What are your thoughts on it, bro?
Big. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what? I had no expectations this week. I thought, what's gonna happen? Actually, last week's one, I saw there was a clip of D-Double and JME there, so I thought, okay, that's definitely one to watch. But this week, every single individual smashed it.
Yeah.
Because this is where the start of COVID happened. So everyone went on a massive break. Everyone went back to the hometowns. Then everyone came back, except for Shogun.
Yeah, he messed up.
Yeah, he broke the COVID rules. But this is why he's destined to lose. He's not going to win the competition. I think he's too wild for the.
And he doesn't
show.
listen. He doesn't listen.
Yeah, he doesn't listen. Yeah, that's exactly. He doesn't listen. And this week's challenge was to.
It was called Pressure and Purpose, and they had to come
There you
up
go.
with they had two things. They had to write a bar in under an hour, a 16 under an hour, about something that an MC or someone they look up to.
Yeah.
And then the second one, they had to write something that was meaningful to them.
Meaningful.
So, for example, they did stuff like Black Lives Matter, or they did like the BBC being racist and all this stuff. Kel, just on a level, Kel, if you don't watch no other episode, I would say watch this one episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like
what-
the bars is fire. It's like
which was this one? What
episode
is-
3,
Episode 3.
series 2, Pressure and Purpose. Like
Wow.
literally, I think like in the first one, they couldn't even decipher who. No one lost that. Like there was no one that did a weak bar. No one did weak bars.
Exactly.
Like you can see D Double was like, no. Some of them, like D Double was like, no, you're mad.
Yeah.
D Double
Yeah.
was getting mad. And then the
Honestly.
second one was the thing where they had to come up with like some bars, and JME was there. And again, he was another one that he was rating the thing.
Yeah, and that short guy, the new guy that came in, I can't remember his name.
Yes, the one who's Bayesian. I think you know his track, Kel. You know he did a track that it was a track on the road where halfway through he starts spitting like he's Bayesian, and he starts doing the Bayesian accent. I can't remember his name.
He starts speaking with a Bayesian accent, yeah.
Yeah. The bar the one that came out, it was hard. It was hard.
I might have to watch that.
Like that one, that was like his first track that kind of came out.
Yeah.
Where halfway through he just starts spitting like Rasul, and he starts doing the whole Bayesian accent. I said you're hard. I can't say that too much because Brandon doesn't cuss me. But yeah.
No, but honestly, he's smashed it because obviously BLM, George Floyd, so that was prime at his time.
Yeah, and it was also the bit where on the BBC where the woman said the N-word.
Yeah.
In the news, he went mad. You know, like Cold and Crept and all of them was like, raw, brother. I thought he was gonna go hard. And if he was gonna go hard on the BBC on this one, considering their show comes out on the BBC.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, bruv, this is the best platform to do it.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Season 1, the winner, is he big? Is he doing anything? Or she, sorry?
No,
What happened to the
he.
winner?
I forgot his name now. This guy from North London, I think it was. I think it's from North London somewhere. But he did 1 or 2 videos. Seen nothing of him since.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit hard, I guess, to kind of fully blow.
Yeah, no, because even like the voice, no, like those that win the voice, you don't see it. That's it. It's the voice. It don't come out nothing else afterwards, bro. It's like, what's the point?
It's hard. I think the music industry where that used to be the thing where you used to be able to do it and then come and blow straight away. Like you go on X Factor, you blow straight away. I think them days are gone.
You need to start following before going in there.
Yeah.
No, but to be fair, if you're good, you're good.
If you're good, he needs to build that fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't out of nowhere. People want to know you. Like, yeah, I remember when he got those tracks back. I used to love those. You know what I mean? Then you have a little fan base, and then you go to those shows, and then just build on that. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. For me, like I said, I still think the series is sick. Like, and it was funny because I remember Rich like 2 weeks ago saying they're all shit, they're rubbish.
No, yeah.
And like now, just to see in the 2 episodes the difference, and that's why as soon as I watched it, I messaged Rich. I said, "Bruv, have you watched it yet?" Hard.
Stepped it massively. Honestly, yeah. Like Nate said, just watch episode 3.
All right, cool. I'll do it.
Definitely good, man. Definitely good. All right, that was Rap Game. Well, obviously, BBC Three has its moments, and like at the moment, it seems to be the thing where we just catch up with anything that's British that is urban slightly. I don't know if I should use the word urban, but there was a program that came out last week called Catch Her If You Can, which was a play on the name Catch Me If You Can, which was the film that starred Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. All right. So this one is about Mariam Mola, who claims she's herself a businesswoman, but she's a career con artist, bro. And she just basically just frauds.
True story as well.
Yeah.
True story.
She worked. Well, I think I don't know how far it is. She was also with what was that church called again?
Nation. So,
You know the church where everyone goes and they wear Balenciagas and they make you go and get like £10,000 loan and the thing there.
SPAC Nation.
SPAC
SPAC Nation.
Oh, SPAC Nation.
So she was working with SPAC Nation.
Also, it's a recent thing as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, she's deep, bro. She just frauds out bare people. Like, she's the element of what 419s really are.
Proper.
Yeah.
Proper.
There was this one girl. It was her grandma was dying, innit? I think her grandma was dying. I don't know what country her grandma was dying in, but basically, she hollered at the girl and she said, "Oh, look, I work for an airline. Blah blah. I can get you tickets, innit? I'll get you tickets, like to go see her dying grandma." Yeah, the one's like, no, I saw it. I'm gonna book my ticket. Say British Airways. She's like, "Nah, bro, don't be doing that. I've got a discount." So she transfers over the money to her. No tickets, bro. Her grand's dying, fam. Like, they got no more money to get over there. You get me? Her and her mum. Woman just walked away with her money.
Yeah. Last year she got.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch it.
34 offences of fraud.
Yeah, like, she's mad. It's a short watch. It's only like half an hour, but like in my head, I'm like, if I ever did meet her,
Yeah.
Was it just like one episode or just?
Yeah, it's just one episode.
It's one off.
Okay.
So one
But
off.
yeah. So, but during the time she was a SPAC Nation, she kind of convinced the younger kids, like, yeah, go and get loans, give me the money, and I'll do this and I'll do that.
Like, people gotta get a 10 grand loan. Boom,
10 grand loans.
No, she never pays it back.
Yeah, never paid.
Oh,
it
you know
back.
what? That's the thing. Once you know you got a gift, yeah, it's how you use it. Obviously, she knew she had a gift. Like, she knew her tongue was powerful. You know, people could just speech you and you believe everything they say. People got that gift where they can just do that. And it's how you use it. Do you know what I mean? So she knew. She just used it in the wrong way. And yeah, bro.
Mad,
You get caught.
Even the shoes on the shoes where she rents out people's shoes and that.
Yeah, she had a shop in Westfield.
Yeah.
Oh, is
shop
it?
in Westfield, renting out secondhand shoes. People, it was packed in all sorts. To be fair, you know what? She had, like I said, the gift of the gab. She was onto it.
Yeah.
She was onto it, but I can tell she's spent a lot of money just on clothing and just
it's image, a lot of image.
Yeah. No investments.
Yeah, just going out buying the new Balenciagas and all of them kind of things. Just for and the people that looked up to her, they wanted to be part of that lifestyle, innit?
Yeah.
So she sells the dream.
Yeah.
It's all a dream.
Yeah, that was on BBC Three. Catch her if you can. Rich, you told us to watch The Lopo is Fine on Netflix. Short film, 15 minutes.
Yeah, do you know what?
15.
15,
Yeah,
1.5.
15 minutes, man.
No, it's probably
1.5.
It's a
Yeah,
proper short film.
1.5. Yeah.
Proper short film, like it's like
Oh wow. Is that a film? Can you classify that as a film?
Yeah, it's a short film.
Yeah, it's a short film.
Short film.
Yeah, but
Well, short films could even be 5 minutes long, you know.
Yeah.
And do you know what it is? I just didn't think it was going to be that short. You think, oh, what's this? And I clicked on it and I thought, oh, it's ended. But I've honestly, I think for 15 minutes, it was a good 15 minutes that you could watch in a few
it
minutes.
has to be for something that's so short. It has to be excellent.
Yeah,
it was good, man. It was good.
You watched it. You watched it as well, yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch it whilst I was washing dishes as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's the perfect thing, bro. You know, like you're in the kitchen, you got to wash your dishes, all that kind of stuff.
Put my phone on the side there by the window.
I thought I was the only one, you know. I thought I was the only one. That's what I do all the time, bro.
That's washing dishes therapy, you know.
I just put a YouTube thing on.
YouTube video, slap it on.
Yeah.
Sometimes if the YouTube video is longer and I haven't finished I've finished the dishes, I might even still stand there.
But you know, it's excited to wash dishes now,
sides.
bro. It's exciting to wash dishes now because you've got something to like. Yeah, this is my moment to watch my stuff, man.
Yeah, straight. It's so true. I thought I was the only one.
But do you actually put headphones in while you're washing dishes as well, though?
No. I put it on loud.
I have my AirPods in, innit?
I put my AirPods in, bro. I didn't want you to distract me, bro. And anyone comes in, I got release. No.
Yeah, you know the ones like get me. Like I'm listening to something. That's why I put on loud, so just don't disrupt me. I'm in my zone. Leave me alone. You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, it was good. I think the only thing that upset me about The Lopo is Fine is the woman that was supposed to be her mentor.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I know it's why she did it, and it's part of the film, but that annoyed me.
Yeah, it did annoy me as well.
Which is like, you've got a similar. I was like, what? Like, you know, like in my head, I was like, I'll turn it off now.
Don't spoil it, man. I'm gonna watch it.
All right.
Well, give you. It's only 15 minutes, so you can't really tell him anything. But you're right. No, there's no point. We can't tell you anything because it's only 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if no one's seen it, go and watch it. It's only 15 minutes. There's no excuse. There's proper no excuse.
Yeah.
The thing is though, that obviously without spoilers, it felt like there was a lot in there for that 15 minutes. You know? Do you know what I mean? It's almost like you've watched the whole hour's program or something, and they just condensed it to all the important parts. So they've done that really well, because I thought, was this going to be something that I needed more of? And it's like, actually, when I watched, I'm like, actually, no,
you don't. Yeah.
I was satisfied with it. It was so well done. Like it must be so hard to do a short film like that and to actually just get your points across without extending it any further.
And I was happy with the ending as well.
Yeah,
I was really happy with the ending. I thought, that's how it's meant. That's how it's meant to be. Right, check it out. What's it called? The Polar. Is it?
Check it out.
You've made me. I feel tongue twisted now. Wait, the Lapo.
Lapo is fine.
Yeah,
the Lapo is fine. That's it.
Yeah.
Check it out, Netflix.
Yeah.
There's for next week. There's another film that you should watch on Netflix called Citation. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the trailer for it. But that's a little bit longer. That's like 2.5 hours. But that one, I think, is based in some part of Africa, and it's about a student and lecturer get quite close to each other, and then it kind of comes out that apparently they had an affair or someone tried it on everyone, and then basically it's like the student's voice versus the lecturer's voice and how the campus kind of turns against people.
Okay, cool. That sounds cool, actually.
Yeah. Seems like another film. Kel, I'm handing over to you now. All right, so those that have been listening to the pod for a little while knew about a year ago, probably even longer than a year ago, to be fair, Rich Maximus came up to us and said, guys, we're a British podcast. We need to be watching more British programs. And I think at that point, to be fair, it's more than a year ago, because before we started watching...
No, it wasn't a year ago. It was in the studio. I remember when we had this conversation.
It was over a year ago, because it was before we started watching his Dark Materials.
No, it's when we started watching that. I can't remember what it's called, that UK drama.
Yes, what I'm saying, it's over a year ago.
Line of Duty.
No.
Liar.
Liar.
No, Liar was around Christmas. It was before, brother, I'm telling you, it was over a year ago. I know that much.
What's the one with the period of the cameras? The period of the cameras around.
The Capture.
It was around that time.
And
and then Kel mentioned, and then Nathan mentioned Line of Duty as well.
So we started talking about British programs, and then we started talking about some of our own British programs that we've been talking about. So we started talking about like The Bodyguard, those kind of programs, Line of Duty. And then a message came in.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
You said, Kel, I could talk. I'm not even talking, bro.
All right, my bad. I'll mute myself. Let me mute myself.
First of all, this show came out in 2012. Let me just tell you guys something, When Heroes came out, a guy from America, he came to England with a DVD. It had 4 episodes of Heroes. Bruv, I said, Nate, bruv, I've seen the best 4 episodes ever. So superhero shit. But I went to his yard. I said, bruv, I watched it again with him. This DVD it was burnt. It was burnt onto this DVD. I was like, bruv, this is the shit. But when Wire came out, Nate was like, Kel, you have to. Nate drove from Tottenham. I think he had 1 to 3, and he goes, Kel, I've lent out 4 or 5. But what season 1 to 3? But Wire is sick. But cool. Do you know what I mean? Bruv, when you mentioned Line in the Line of Duty came out in 2012, and I'm hearing about it last year. So when you was like, you guys did rate it, you're like, it's a big show, one of the biggest shows ever, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't like, you need to watch it. You didn't give me that impression, that vibe, So I'm like, okay, it's a big show, but I didn't get that impression. I didn't get that sense. I have to watch it. Same way I sold Heroes and he sold Wire to me. This show is of that same ilk where you got to be like, listen, bruv, like this show. You have to, but you've got Nate goes to me, I got the DVDs come. I'm like, you didn't tell me, you didn't come to my other DVDs like you came in the Wire to show, here the DVDs come, you must watch it. And second of all, or 100th of all, like when this show was, I don't understand, like when you look guys were watching it, we were in a geek group, remember that, guys, So and no one mentioned in that geek group, like, this is the guys, Line of Duty. It's a big show. You man watch it. No, that was not in that group.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm just you know what it was? Series 5, yeah. I'm going back to Series 5, yeah. When Series 5 came out, we were already doing the podcast, yeah. But I think that what it was is when we were doing Series 5, we were talking about Marvel and the last, what do you call it? The last
Endgame.
Avengers and Endgame
Yeah.
and stuff. So I think that's the only reason why we didn't mention it on the podcast.
So the only reason why I went back to Line of Duty, I remember like, so there was I saw the computer game Call of Duty. I was like, Call of Duty, is that the series that them were talking about? Obviously, I know it's a game. I thought maybe it's a series on a game or whatever. But then it came on Instagram, a meme. Or they done a little clip of like in the Line of Duty, yeah, on Instagram. And someone goes, "This is the biggest show ever." I'm like, "Hey." So this guy's saying it. So okay, cool. Let me do my research now. But from the first episode, I'm like, "What the? What? This is banging." And bruv, every single episode is humongous. Bruv, I don't care. Like this. Okay, listen. This is one of the best. You know, because it's British. You man ain't rating it like that. Bro, it competes the wire, bro.
We are rating it like that.
No, you're not, because you're not. Because none of you spoke about this show the way I'm speaking about this show.
Kel,
none of you.
The thing is, I
None of you,
genuinely
bro.
believe. I want to go back to episode. I do think
Bro,
we spoke about it.
This is the bee's knees.
We said it was hard. We said it was hard.
Can you calm down, please?
And Richard's doing a mic. I only watched the last 2 seasons. What's he playing at?
No,
What's
because
he playing at? Bro, this is not a joke to me. You could just watch the last 2 seasons, bro. Go back now and watch season 1 and 2 and 3. Are you mad? How can you know what season 1? Season 1's classic, bro. I was sweating. Like, no, please, Morgan. Bro, go back and watch season 1 and watch season 2. Are you dizzy? Are you dizzy, bro? Nah, that's stupid. Don't you dare ever do that. Don't do no mic, bro, when you watch the last 2 seasons. It all connects. Everything's connected. So if you watch the last 2 seasons, you can't get the full impact. You don't know what's going on, bro. Go back and watch season 1.
No, that's my truth. That's my truth.
Come on, man.
Okay. Can we cut this whole moaning out? Pod, Jesus Christ Almighty!
Nah, bro, you disrespected the show. All of you, man. All of you disrespected.
No, listen.
No, we didn't.
No, but to be honest, that time, and I think in a pod, we weren't really watching. It was all about Marvel. Like Nate said, it's all about Marvel. Our minds wasn't even. To be fair, watching UK films wasn't a discussion at that point in time.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, okay, forget about the pod. I'm just saying in life in general, because like I said to you, we were part of a geek group beforehand, and we always used to talk about episodes or whatever we're watching. And not once, I do not recall you guys mentioning this. And even if you did, it wasn't like like you man have to watch this.
No one sold it, innit? No one sold it.
No one sold it. No one sold it.
Listen. End of the day, we used to disregard UK shows the majority of the time because we're fully hooked in American stuff, right? True or false? Come on, it's true.
No, I think but the geek group was primarily about geeky stuff like the superhero stuff, the Marvel, the DC. Yeah. So I guess it wasn't shared in that group. And in our other groups, like that's just I can't even tell what happens in that group because that was something else. Like I don't want people to start thinking that they can't, like, I mean, they want to start going for our phones and looking for our WhatsApp groups. But that was the other thing, innit? You get me?
all I know is like this is one of the best like shows I've watched in a very, 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 very long time. It's just it's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree, man.
No, that is it. Is
the writers like, but you think it's someone, and you didn't even think that it's that person, but it's that person behind. Like, you're like, how the hell where did he come from? Like, nah, it's serious, bro. And your favorite person, he's vulnerable. At the last scene I saw right now, I'm like, what the hell happened?
Well, your favorite person isn't my favorite person.
What, Steve?
Yeah, he's not my favorite person. I hate him.
You see on that, mate.
Why, man? I like Steven. No. Steve's the guy. Steve's like, no.
What series are you on?
I'm on season 4.
No, he's not the guy, brother. He's not the guy.
I'm at the part where he got attacked and dashed down the stairs.
I was glad.
No,
he really isn't my guy. He really isn't my guy.
Why?
Nah, bro. I don't rate how he moves, bro. I don't like how he tried to treat Lenny. All them kinds of things. I don't like it.
No, but
that's why this is big. That's why I like it, because you like all of them in the first sort of season. I kind of I hated them, innit? I just thought I don't like these people, but you grow to like them. I don't know about, but obviously, Nate, you don't like them, and it's like
and also, you know, and also you got, and this is what I'm trying to explain to Kel is that we watched it where you watch episode 1, you gotta wait a week to the next episode.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Episode,
I couldn't
and
do
then
that.
you gotta wait. Series 1 came out in 2012. Series 2 came out in 2014. Series 3 came out in 2016.
Yeah,
then it was another year. Then it was another 2 years.
No, I can't do that.
I think I didn't watch it when it first came out. You know, I watched it when it
first came out.
I only watched it a couple of years ago, I think, or maybe a couple of years ago. That's when I first watched it. So I binged the whole thing in it. Like, and I think it's only like the recent series, but yeah,
I watched it episode for episode.
Yeah, bro. But I hope no one from work is listening, but my work is suffering. Like, I'm just like, bro. I'm just watching it like, what the hell is this, bro? This is a mad.
Line of Duty is not something you can have on in the background.
Yeah. Nah, no way.
I just loved it. I proper love interrogation, you know that. I just love the tension.
The intelligence is so. You have to be so intelligent.
You just feel on edge. You're like, what's going on, man?
But the way Cotton was getting me so mad because he's so clever and he's so smug with it. I was like,
the thing is, like, it's funny because by next week you'd have finished all of it, and I feel then we can talk to you about it.
Yeah. I'll finish all of it. Definitely
because like even saying Cotton, we can't even talk about it yet.
Yeah.
But I will just say, I just like when they go, you can't interview me. I need to be interviewed by someone who's of at least one rank above us. But that line there.
The boyish. It's straight boyish. It's straight boyish.
My favorite characters. What's his name? What's the
Hastings.
Superintendent's name?
Hastings like the battle. Yes, like
the battle. My officers obey the letter of the law to the letter.
I like him as well. He's big, but Kate gets on my nerves because Kate and Steve, they've got this rivalry in it. They've always got this rivalry, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like any of them. That's why I say I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
Kate is worse than Steve.
Yeah.
I like them because they're not like the kind of Boy Scout cops that you'd normally like. There are things about them that are just annoying.
Not so much Kate though. She's a little bit too. She's a little bit too
much. Yeah, she's out for herself kind of thing, and
she's a little bit too much by the law.
Yeah, man. But hopefully by next week I'll have to finish it all.
Sorry, go on. Sorry, I was just saying.
I was gonna say I like that each season just has like a main character focus. Like you got what's his name, Lenny James in the first season.
One. Second one's that woman.
Keely Hall's in the second one. Third one
was
it wasn't the Tandy Newton one, was it?
No, Tandy Newton's 4.
4, yeah. So who was that's it. The third one was that's gonna bother me.
No, wait. The second one is
Keely.
Yeah, Keely Halls. I'm sure it is. DC Denton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the third one then?
So series 3 is. Who's the bad
Things I just watched it. I can't understand.
Fact check that, man.
Listen, the last 2 seasons, bro, you go crazy.
Yeah, I'm on season 4 now.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons, you go crazy. You're just like, oh my god, what is going on?
Yeah, Tandy Newton was series 4. Series 3 was my man, the one, and Sergeant Danny. Remember, and he goes in and he starts pretending that he shot the man.
He shot the pedophiles.
Remember, he shot the man in the first series.
Yeah.
And he said, no, what happened was someone came and they bust fire and I had to return the fire. What is
the Asian guy, Henrinda was yeah. That's 3. Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah. Daniel Mays, isn't it? Yeah.
And then series 5 is the last one, which we're not going to say because they didn't watch it yet.
Yeah. I'm halfway through. I think I'm on episode 4 on season 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great British drama, innit?
Great.
Yeah,
excellent.
Nice, sick, man.
That's right in everything.
That's why I felt sorry for the Bodyguard, man, because it's the same writers, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and it just didn't have that line of duty. you could tell it's the same writers, but it's like
Yeah, think it back now. Yeah, it was.
You didn't need to make the Bodyguard really. Just stick to Line of Duty in there. Like,
Yeah. But I went on their Instagram page and I'm a fan now, innit?
yeah.
But they started filming in September for the next season.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so we're probably about next year.
But Rich, I beg you, Rich, go watch the
I
first
swear
3
it's coming in
seasons. Rich.
February. I swear it's coming in February though.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll go back and watch it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'll go and watch the whole thing because the last 2 seasons, boy, were too much for me. Too much.
The thing is, when you go and watch season 1 and 2, 3, you be able to piece things more. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. To be fair, when I first saw it on BBC, and I thought, this is an English show. The English shows are always boring. But you know, when you had to but the thing is, because that was the mindset. So back in 2012, if Nate told you about some English show on TV, you should watch it, you think, oh, it's English. It's dead.
But to be fair, I used to watch stuff like Gavin and Stacey, so I don't think Kel really even trusted my kind of TV shows then. I still hold to Gavin and Stacey was sick, but I don't know if Kel was really fucking with the TV show programs I wanted to.
No, to be fair, Rich though, English shows, no one really used to watch English shows.
Because 2012, man, that's quite a while back now.
That is a while back.
You used to get 1 or 2 on ITV. That's what I'm saying. You used to get 1 or 2 on ITV that used to come on, but someone at work would have to tell you about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's only over the past several years I've really started to appreciate English TV, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
EastEnders, Greenwich History, everything.
And the thing is, it's always British TV's always been good, you know, from even the days of what's his name,
EastEnders, Greenwich History.
Get out
what's
of
that
there.
one? Inspector Moore, even Inspector Moore, and
Inspector
like
Moore's, and
Pyro.
and my mum used to watch.
Pyro's dead.
Boone. Come on now.
Oh, get out of here. That was awful.
Boone was big, bro. Look,
That was
Boone
awful.
was heavy, man.
Nah, go and watch every another episode.
And the Equalizer,
even Bread. Remember Bread? That was sick.
Bread. That was big.
Heartbeat. That's it.
Oh, that's the one who's come on Sunday, ITV.
Yeah, my mum used to love that.
With Nick Berry.
Nick
Berry,
Nick
that
Berry.
was in EastEnders.
Yeah. Darling,
It was Pat's son, isn't it?
Yeah, with Buds and May.
Buds of May.
Yeah. The Bouquet residents.
Oh yeah, the Bouquet. Yeah, Uncle. Not Uncle. Mr. Victor. Victor Meldrum. Yeah.
Victor Meldrum. Yeah, 1 Foot in the Grave.
Yeah. And also, do you remember that?
Believe it.
And do you remember that show, the Small People? Do you remember that?
The Borrowers.
Oh, Brucey
The Borrowers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Brucey won.
See, that was all good, you know. That's what I mean. These are good English shows.
Yeah. That's what I say. It's always been good. We just obviously we've been
we just
brainwashed by
Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. That was British, right?
Yeah,
that was massive.
Yeah, massive.
Massive.
I was going to say
So
British. I was going to say the British Empire, but I don't know.
That was massive.
No, facts. I thought it was sick. I didn't know
Mr.
if anyone was going to do it.
Mr. Brittas.
Is that the one where, what's that one that working in the Leisure Centre?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. Yeah.
You can't mention that and not mention Red Wolf.
Yeah, Red Wolf.
Yeah. That was big. The cat.
Yeah, man.
He's in Death in Paradise, isn't it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Death in Paradise, another one.
Yeah,
that comes
that's a big
on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't watch it consistently, but if I catch it,
when it's on, I'll always watch it.
Yeah.
Their weird accents. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, Rich, Merv, Mandalorian, episode 2 of season 2. Was it episode 2 that came out?
Quick confession, right? I confessed to Merv outside the group.
I knew he was lying, you know. If
knew
it's the last week's pod, I was like, what happened at the end, Rich? And
I could sniff the fraud on him, bro.
Yeah, it's fraud.
Straight fraud, you know?
I knew he was lying.
Because you know what? I said to him, when he called me, I said, look, there's either 2 reactions you're going to have from Mandalorian. It's either you think this is some bore fest, isn't it? Or it's the greatest thing you've ever seen, isn't it? Like, and I thought he's not reacting to any of those things.
Exactly.
Like, something suspect about it, isn't it?
Obviously, I
watched it, but I didn't watch it at the time. So I watched it obviously later because, I know you're going to talk about it and that.
But man, we're talking about the theme tune night, you know. I thought, no, this is suspect.
I sense forgery here. I sense it.
It's when he said, no, because Daniel phoned me and Daniel told me to watch it, so I watched it.
No, do you know what it is?
Man pulled Daniel on the bus as well, you know.
Do you know what it is, right? I said to myself, I need to be honest. I need to be honest to at least Merv, innit?
Thanks. Thanks.
No. You know what? I thought if I told you guys prior, you guys would have given me the whole week.
I would have
It's like-
interrogated him anyway. I would have started asking questions, man.
No, Merv.
Hmm.
I asked in the group. I said, "Oh, what is there anything else anyone watched this week?" Yeah, this is what he said. He messaged back saying Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, man's really on this program, you know.
No, so basically, I had to watch season 1, right?
Take it.
And
away.
I'm on episode 7 of season 1. Honestly, it's massive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought, let me just watch this, and I thought, let me give it a go. I've got to show respect in it because obviously.
So when did you start watching it last week?
Yesterday. Literally all of it. Literally, I'm only one episode. Honestly,
How long the episode?
Hour.
They're very about between 30 and 45 minutes. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not that long, you know.
I think I've paused it a couple of times still, so it might seem the hour. No. Do you know what it is? I mean, it happens. It happens. It's caught up. No, but honestly, it's I was halfway through episode 8, and I thought, you know what, I need to start this again. I need to start it again. But yeah, it's definitely a big show. I want to jump onto season 2, but there's so much to it. Like I was speaking to Merv earlier, and he was telling me, do you know how it's linked in after Darth Vader died? And I thought,
yeah, so it's basically in between.
I'm so baffed.
It's in between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, between 6 and 7.
I was going to say Eminem bar, yeah. Do you know what that sounded? That sounded like goobly blue blah 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 blue 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 blue. I don't understand a word, bro. I don't know nothing about no Star Wars films.
I know Star Wars, yeah. I'm so lost in Star Wars.
Like I'm proper baffed, bro. I don't know.
This
but carry on.
So the first episode's the end, basically, isn't it? That's how Star Wars is.
Yeah.
No,
So
the first three we watched were actually 4, 5, and 6.
yeah. So the first ever, the ones with like Luke
Harrison
Skywalker,
Ford.
Harrison Ford, and that's the middle. Yeah, it's 4, 5, and 6, and then they went back to the prequels 1, 2, 3.
They did the prequels 1, 2, 3, and then they stopped it for millions of years, and then they came back with 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
So what were the ones, the John Boyega one? What are those?
Yeah, 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
The actual the worst ones actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Were they the worst ones? It's
weird. The prequel ones are like they're a bit cheesy when you watch them. The CGI is awful. The
Is that the one Samuel Jackson or them one? Though?
Yeah, like I think the execution of the first 3 is terrible, but the actual story itself is like really good. And the last 3, like 7 when 7 came out, Force Awakens, like it was big, innit? And then you start realizing this kind of just feels like a remake of the A New Hope episode 4, like of and then the second 2 just I don't even want to talk about it. The last proper failed Star Wars, man. I want them to make it like start the whole thing again in probably 30 years.
Right.
But don't touch that, yeah. But now they've done like spin-off, well not spin-offs, but they've done Rogue One, which was
that's on Netflix. That's on Netflix.
That was good. That was Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One was big. Yeah, Rogue One was the plan for the Death Star in it, to destroy it, and then you had the Solo movie, which
Solo movie was also good.
I didn't. There was probably no need for them to make it, but actually, I did like it. To be fair,
and that's the weirdest thing is like I haven't watched Star Wars, but I've watched the little kind of breakaways, one-offs.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
I haven't even seen that.
Mandalorian is sick, bro.
Yeah, I can't comment on season 2, but I'll probably watch that by the weekend.
And do you know what's good about Mandalorian is that they're kind of episodic episodes, if you know what I mean. So even though it kind of has a main storyline, that each episode you could just watch and be like, yeah, like it's just there's nothing complex about the episodes, isn't it? It's just it's just like him going through just different towns and stuff like
adventures, different.
Yeah, that's it. Like because it's basically it's basically they describe it as a space western. So I mean,
yeah, it's big. It's big. All this time I thought that was Yoda, and Merv upset me telling me it's not Yoda. This is part of his speech.
It's the child.
I can't believe it. I thought it was Yoda when he was younger. But anyway,
and because what's his name, Jon Favreau, basically made it as well. So obviously everything he touches at the moment is just like gold, man.
Proper true.
Yeah.
But yeah, season 2. Talk to us.
Oh, yeah, you have to watch it, innit? Like, obviously, it's big. I can't talk about it now. Come on, man.
Well, is it all the episodes come out at once? Yeah, or is it
No,
weekly?
weekly.
No.
Weekly, okay.
Yeah,
To be
weekly.
fair, you probably would want to binge. The way I'm binge watching it now, I'm probably enjoying it.
I told you, innit? I told you I've listened to the theme tune like an unhealthy amount of times. Like, it's the number. I swear, you know, if Spotify gave stats, yeah,
Go on, Merv. Give us the theme tune.
No, let's not do that.
But the thing is, when I found him, he was singing a theme tune on the phone before he said hello or anything.
Yeah, that's because that was the second call, innit? Because you called me back. Wow, I called you back, innit? Yeah.
Joker. Yeah.
All right. Guys, we'll quickly run through these ones. Sister started on Netflix last weekend, and I think Moesha's back in a few weeks, and the TV series Girlfriends.
Oh, Girlfriends. Oh, probably
Yeah,
love
Girlfriends is also.
I
I
love
want to watch
Girlfriends,
Girlfriends. I want to go back to watching Girlfriends, and
Probably
got my
loved
little-
Tracy Ellis Ross, innit? I just have to say that. But yeah.
I like, to be fair, I think like I went through a phase, like in all the different, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all of them as well. There's a
Apart
few
from the younger one, she wasn't really my type.
What, the
Remember
light
there
skin
was-
one?
Yeah, I didn't want to say the word light skin, but yeah.
Persia
I don't.
White.
She's light skin.
Yeah, no, she
Persia
is.
White.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like. To be fair, I think they were people that followed the Instagram from early. But and Twitter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I follow them anyway.
Yeah. But
If you follow, I follow.
bro, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say that on the pod. I'll wait till we finish. Yeah. But it was nice to see them man back on Netflix, and I got my little sister in to watch it. So Soraya, I think she watched like about. I went to my mum. She watched. Sorry, I didn't go to my mum's. No, I'm going to let's do that stuff. No, I didn't go to my mum's. I phoned her, and she was watching them on Netflix.
Dig yourself a hole.
You're allowed to phone people. Yeah, I phoned her. She was watching it. Dave Chappelle was hosting Saturday Night Live. Weekend gone.
Yeah, I didn't
You
watch
never
it. I saw
watched
little
it?
clips.
Yeah, I watched the
saw
the
little
introduction
clips, yeah.
speech.
I watched the
yeah.
monologue.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the monologue. So I'm gonna. I don't at the time. You can actually watch it on Sky Comedy. So I might just download the whole episode and watch it on Sky.
Yeah, I
Comedy.
saw it on YouTube actually.
Yeah, that's what I watched. I watched on YouTube, but I might download the episode. We've got a new program that's starting this weekend, which is Small Acts, which is the anthropology of different films that Kel told us was going to be on TV 2 months ago. Yeah,
All day refreshing BBC iPlayer. And I was like, where is it?
It's starting this Sunday, BBC One. So there's like individual films, so they're not all the same thing. So it's not like a episode 1 is then goes on to episode 2. They're going to be different things.
All right.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to be honest. Which brings us, is there any other shows that anyone's been watching before we go on to the film flashbacks?
You know what I watched? Right?
Man of Duty, man. That's it.
I watched the show.
Watched?
I watched a show called Harlots.
Oh, yeah.
HARLOTS.
Oh yeah, I heard that's good. You know.
It's proper. The thing is, it was just one of those random ones that you see on BBC iPlayer and you think you give it a go. It's based in the 18th century. Upper class, lower class prostitutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's
What's it called?
Harlots.
Harlots or harlots?
Yeah, harlots.
Harlots. That's it. Harlots.
That synopsis is enough for me to watch it. All right.
There's 3 seasons. That's you, bro. You don't need to say no
3
more.
seasons. Wow.
3 seasons. This. Don't say no more, bro.
No, honestly, it's really, really good in how they work the system and
Bro,
everything works back then.
It's a brothel in the 18th century London. That's good enough for me, bro. Apparently, it used to be on ITV Encore.
Encore, and they moved it to BBC straightforward. It's big. It's big. I think it's a good watch. There's a lot of actors I've seen from there where they've appeared in loads of different shows. I think one of them, obviously, I spotted EastEnders in it. One of the guys from EastEnders is on there.
You know what show's getting a second season? The Pennyfold, whatever. Alfred.
Penny Dread. What's that?
No.
Pennyworth.
Yeah, I'm like, second season. It must be all right then.
Yeah.
Let's get a second season. So I'm like, it's coming out soon. The second season. I'm like,
Shame I won't be watching that though.
Nah, it's like, should I give it? Nah.
Do you know what I'm think I'm gonna end up watching because it's just in my face constantly. The Queen's Gambit or something like that on Netflix.
Yeah, it's always in my
Yeah.
face, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's
like,
always in my face. Every time I go on Netflix, that's the first thing you see in it.
and I heard it's really good as well. So I'm
Oh,
like,
is
you know,
it?
this is inevitable, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
so I think
Is it a UK thing, American thing?
I don't know.
I don't know, to be fair. No,
I
nothing
just
about
see it in my face all the time.
it. Every time I've watched something on Netflix, and it's like, you know, you're trying to watch the credits and you're trying to stop. I was want to watch the credits, isn't it? And it just goes straight to the Queen's Gambit.
Queen of Gambit, yeah.
That's one thing I do hate about Netflix. Sometimes I want to see sometimes I do want to see credits.
Yeah,
like, not every time have you got to pop up a new trailer. Like,
the way I start fumbling with my remote in it, and it just I think it's just too late to go back because you have to start it all from the beginning.
Yeah, it's long. That's how they force feed you Netflix. You know, they trick you, man.
No, at least give it 10 seconds or something, man. Like 5 seconds.
There should be an option that says, you know, it says skip trailer, skip credits, something like that. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's from a disrespect to the end credits, you know. Like they play some big tunes in the credits as well.
And you know, people that were in the credits of this way. Look, I'm coming up. Oh. Yeah.
I was there. Trust me.
I was there. Yeah.
Like I held the light in Act 2. You see that bit there? I held the light. I don't know if any of you watched it. Did any of you watch? Oh, what is the program called? Sorry, you know what? That's mad. I can't even tell you what the program's called. Hold on. It is called. Sorry, I'm looking behind my head because I've recorded it. Black Monday, season 1.
I remember you saying something about it, but no.
Yeah,
no.
Basically, you remember how I thought about season 1? I thought it's a stupid fucking program. Yeah. Sorry, no, it's a stupid program.
Yeah.
I think season 2 is also stupid.
Yeah.
But I've watched 7 of the 10 episodes already, and that's what's upsetting me about it. Is that I think it's rubbish, but I'm still watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it an English comedy one?
No, it's not English at all. It's got the one from Avengers, the one from Iron Man. Who's the one that's in Iron Man? The black guy that's in Iron Man.
Oh,
Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle?
Yeah, Don Cheadle. Yeah.
Don Cheadle's in it. Regina Hall's in it.
Oh yeah.
And basically, it's about the Wall Street crash and how they kind of caused it. And then it's 20 episodes. Like it's 10 episodes a season. They're not that long. Oh my god! And I've just read that it's now being renewed for a 3rd season. It's unbelievable.
What was it called? Black what?
Black Monday. That's mad that it's got a season 3. I'll probably end up watching it again, but that's what's taking over my life at the moment. Black Monday. They're short enough that you can watch without feeling like you're sitting in front of the TV for ages. Obviously, man's got a Mark Books and that. Sky Comedy.
Sky Comedy, yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. Well, last week on our film flashback, we spoke about Back to the Future. And we spoke about how it made us feel as youngsters. And we were tasked to go back and watch Back to the Future 1 and 2 and see how we felt about it. And I know Merv and Rich didn't have to because they'd seen it every year for the past 20 years. Kel, how did you find it?
Yeah, man. I watched both of them today. Actually. Yeah, I watched both of them today, man.
Do a lot of work.
I mean, I watched it over the week. I mean, but yeah,
what's your thoughts?
But the first one, I loved it. I loved the first one. Loved it. I was like, I was proper like gripped, and like it's like a new film. And the graphics ain't too bad. The acting wasn't. It was good. I really. It's a classic. That's when you know it's a classic. When you can watch the 80s from now and feel no way and look at light stuff and it's a classic. The second one started off very slowly. I didn't like the beginning part of the second one, but it got better from the middle onwards. I enjoyed it from the middle onwards, but the start of it, I didn't really like it, to be honest. But yeah, they're both classic. But the second one, I wouldn't call it a classic, but it's still okay. It's still good.
I enjoyed them.
Second one is classic, bro.
I think the start of it. It's just a bit too.
No, but you know what it was? It's because the second one they had to explain, because obviously they've done the first one. Remember that why Doc comes back and all that. They have to kind of build that storyline into it again, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
But also,
it's funny to see how they thought people were dressed in 2015.
Yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? It's like
Mad.
20 hairstyles and weird
Yeah,
hats.
it's some weird clothes, bro.
What it did remind me of though, like what I did watch is I realized and I appreciate the fact that them times there, Michael J. Fox was a big actor.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he was
top
like
dog.
the poster
Yeah.
boy, you know, like he was the
Yeah.
poster
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Got
Like, and
energy,
I remember
man.
him, in Teen Wolf,
Teen
all of that.
Wolf,
I was like,
yeah.
nah, bro. He was like prior to him getting ill, like he was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. I know, it's such a, yeah, man. Yeah, Michael J. Fox is big, bro.
No, you're right. I forgot Team Wolf, and he was the guy. He was the guy at that time.
Mm.
Yeah.
He was the guy at that time. I think, yeah. My God.
Like obviously, since when he became ill, and he still did films and stuff. Like there were some good films, but he didn't have that same energy.
Mm.
Yeah, what was the latest film was in? I can't remember. I watched it. I didn't watch it. I thought it was Don't Know Where in it.
I can't even think of what the last thing I kind of remember him being is it Spin City, that sitcom he was in. I can't really remember what the latest things he's done, to be fair.
No, so.
To be fair, do you know, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think
Oh,
he was
is he
dead. I
Canadian?
didn't think he was
I
dead.
didn't know he was Canadian. You know? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Obviously, he was in Stuart Little, but obviously that wasn't him. But he was in Stuart Little. He was the voice of Stuart Little.
No.
He was in Spin
Yeah.
City.
It kind of feels like he's supposed to be in loads of things, but it's like it's just really Teen Wolf, Back to the Future.
He was also in Designated Survivor because I remember him being in Designated Survivor. That was
That's
the
okay.
the one I
Oh,
watched.
that-
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those Back to the Future was big, man.
Yeah. No, they're massive. Like this in that time, like Steven Spielberg, he's a genius, man. He's a genius. Just to have that thought in those times, man, it's just amazing. And the storyline was good. The comedic factor, you know what I mean?
Was
Just
it
the
Steven Spielberg or Robert Zemerick that done it, that directed it?
It was Spielberg.
Spielberg, yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Spielberg.
Yeah.
I love that concept. You know when Biff he was given that betting book.
Oh yeah, that was sick in it. Yeah.
They got that betting book.
Yeah.
Boy, it was classed as the luckiest man in the world.
What was it called?
Big like a tree.
It wasn't
Yeah,
called the betting
that's
book,
it. Feel like a tree and leave.
Look like a tree and leave. Cheese.
The Almanac? Was it the Almanac?
Yeah, the Almanac. Yeah. It was the first one was directed by Robert Zemerick.
Yeah, it was directed by Robert
Zemeckis,
Zemeckis, but it was under still Steven Spielberg's entertainment.
Oh, the Touchstone.
Yeah.
Touchstone. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just realizing I didn't realize there was a Back to the Future video game, and now I want to know why I didn't know there was a Back to the Future video game.
Was it
No, but I mean, there's a Back to the Future game that's like on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So it's not. That's what I mean when I say that. It's
Really?
like, like it wasn't just on like the Mega Drive or nothing like that. It was like PlayStation 3, 4, Wii, Xbox 360, and Xbox One.
I don't know. This animation, I didn't know it was animation for Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that animation of that.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I think for a good reason.
Made animations out. I'll show my daughter. I was telling her about RoboCop the other day, and she's like, "What?" Like,
Drop it.
yeah, and there was even an animation of that as well. Do you remember that, the RoboCop cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah. Like,
Drop it.
drop it.
All right. So Merv, you was chosen
Yeah.
for this week. So Merv, what is this episode film flashback? And you haven't told us about this before, so you haven't put it in the group on, I think. So what is it?
Indiana Jones.
Okay, you did tell us.
Yeah. I probably mentioned it last week by accident, innit? But yeah. Just pretend I said it today, innit?
Well, the first one. It's the first one, yeah.
All of them.
No, all of them. Come on, man.
The first one we're doing it, but yeah, Indiana Jones.
No, what's the first one? Was the first one
Raiders of the Lost Ark?
And it's India.
No, that's the Temple of Doom.
Right, you got to add that one as well, bruv. Come on.
That's the second one.
Shut it there.
That was I love that one, you know. Yeah, the Indian one, I love that one. Yeah.
To be honest, again, these are Steven Spielberg films.
Yeah.
To be honest, I actually I'm not going to pass my opinion on them because I don't remember a lot of them. I'm actually going to have to go and watch them.
Yeah.
And then, for me, they're films I have to actually go and watch and then come back.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I know you guys watch it every year, but again, Indiana Jones, I haven't watched that.
Because to be fair, man, weren't even born when Indiana Jones first came out.
I haven't watched it since the 90s. I'll say.
Please, man, had the whip.
And
And
the whip
also,
with the whip sounds as well, you know.
yeah,
Wow,
man, had the whip.
There's also going to be an Indiana Jones 5 that comes out in 2022.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's not talk about the last two. Well, yeah, well,
The last year, it wasn't that
No.
bad with the LaBeouf.
LaBeouf, you know.
What was
Yeah.
his name? LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf. I was thinking of football, LaBeouf. Yeah, but now his one was alright. The Crystal.
Crystal
Skull,
Skull,
Skull.
yeah. Crystal
Yeah,
Skull.
that was alright. That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's just like he handed the mantle down. You know, it's like the younger.
Yeah.
Do you know that was 12 years ago?
What?
That's
What?
mad, you know. Crystal
What, the
Skull.
No
Yeah.
way.
2008.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time. Long time. Well,
So, all right. So Raiders of the Lost Ark or Raiders of or Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, or just both?
yeah,
I
both
think
of
it's
them.
optional, isn't it? Like, someone's bound to watch it, isn't it? So. Can't leave
Has
it.
to be before.
it.
Shut it there. Monkey brains.
Like, doing spoilers, right? Doing spoilers, isn't it?
All right, cool. So, all
No,
right,
no, I
so-
remember. No, the Indian one. I remember the Indian one a lot. Yeah.
No, but I'm just being for the conversation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, God.
I don't remember them.
No, honestly, you have to watch both of them. You have to 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are dead as big. What's Raiders of the Lost Ark?
It's the first
That's
one.
the first one, and then Last
First one.
Crusade's the last one with Sean Connery.
No, that one's big as well.
Yeah, they're all big. They're all big.
The World War II one where they're going back in
The Nazis.
the Nazis one,
Yes, first
isn't
one.
it? That's the Nazis for the first one.
Yes,
Where
Raiders of
they-
the Lost
Yeah,
Ark.
I think that's the first. Yeah.
Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark with the one with the Nazis is the first one.
Yeah.
What's the third one then?
That's a Sean Connery one, yeah?
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that one is Sean Connery. Oh, I can't remember that one. But that one is Big Junior. It's called him Junior, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad. You know what? The more I'm looking at it, yeah, the more I'm thinking like we could literally do every week a different film of Steven Spielberg.
It's mad, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the
That
guy's
guy,
cool,
bro.
yeah.
Legend.
Isn't it?
Killed
Like,
it,
I'm
bro.
looking, I'm
Absolutely
thinking,
killed it.
he was sick. He was sick.
Sure, might as well change it to a Steven Spielberg theme. Real talk.
Nah, I'll choose something different, man. I won't
Alright.
choose.
All right, so we're gonna go away and we're gonna watch Indiana Jones 1 and 2, and then we'll get back to you on next week's podcast. And Kel, as you donated yourself or volunteered yourself, should I say, not donated? That's weird. You're donating yourself, so you get to choose
cool.
next week. Gremlins. I mean, you get to choose next week.
No.
Yeah, just in case, Gremlins. All right, so madam, that's episode 69, bro. Well done,
Alrighty, man.
congratulations. One more than you're on episode 70.
Jeez.
Milestone.
Yes.
That's big. That's big.
Big,
That's
man.
big.
Big.
Yeah.
Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell
Yep,
your friends, tell your friends,
All of
tell
that,
your,
all of that, all of
tell
that.
your enemies.
Tell them
everybody.
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, people, have a lovely week and we'll see you next time.